Hello, and welcome to the first episode of The Autumn People, a Chronicles of Darkness game. I am your GM, Tappy.
Hello, I'm Sam. I play Grace Carter-Bennett, who is former socialite, now Geist. Yay!
Yay!
And if you don't know what that means, it means she died, sort of, and came back with some sort of spirit, just attached a little bit to her. So it's cool. She's not weird. Don't worry about it.
I'm Eli. I'm playing Charles Wagner, who's a werewolf. And if you don't know what that is, he likes to get and give good boy scratches.
We're learning so much. I am Nick, and I will be playing Oats, who is a Frankenstein-type Promethean monster, sewn together from 4 dead people who were trying to be the first at the South Pole, but failed.
Okay, so we are beginning the game here. I kind of want to first start out with sort of doing a little bit of like kind of how you guys feel about each other, kind of like a apocalypse world kind of thing.
Okay.
So let's start first with Oats, because you are the youngest.
Yep.
You're what, like 2 months old?
2-3 months old, I think we said.
Okay, and you were rescued from the South Pole?
That's correct.
How does that work?
My guiding mission when I was created was to get home, but the man who created me also passed away and gave me no further information, and so I trudged and trudged and trudged, mainly going and getting lost in the blizzard and trying to figure out how to get back to the port. And I believe we said that.
Then you ran into Serena Pasha and Chuck over there.
So out of the blizzardy waste, small figures coming up on dog sled, mushing all the way. And to my surprise, one of them transformed and talked.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So, with the 2 of them rescuing you, do you appreciate that or not?
I'm confused because my goal was to get to the port, and they do get me to the port, but at that point I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so they didn't rob you of your actual like quest where you were supposed to get there by yourself, maybe, or did you see it just get there and that they helped you? It was good.
I think that the drive was to get there, and I was just trying to go straight direction.
Okay.
And that when wiser heads were like, no, if we curve around this way, we'll miss that giant crevasse, that kind of angered me initially, but I'm not completely an idiot and a monster, so it seemed like it was a good idea, and
all right.
we'll give this a shot.
So what does that make you feel about Charles?
Confused, because he's
just confused.
He's clearly not human, but he is also human, and I don't know how to handle that.
All right. You guys are going to have been around each other since then, just to be kind of clear on that.
Okay.
And so, how do you feel about Miss Ghosty? I assume that as far like, how do you respond to things that are outside of like what you can understand?
I think that Oats isn't even necessarily sure what's normal.
Oh, okay, that's
Great.
That's awesome. All right, well then there's no problem.
This is all fine. Don't worry about it. She does look fairly normal? Question mark. To a Promethean, probably like
Right.
looks fairly like, oh, that's a person that fits in with society.
Right, exactly.
That looks fine. Like, as long as you don't study too hard at the details, and then you're like, wait, I don't know about this. Broad strokes, though, probably looks pretty unthreatening.
Right. Person who's sometimes a fuzzy person. And what's Pasha? Is Pasha?
Pasha is Serena Pasha is a human for as far as you know.
Okay.
She is just a horrifically well-connected and talented human who, there are many nations who have created knighthoods for people who aren't members of that nation. The year's 1912, by the way. So there are lots of knighthoods around because there are lots of monarchies still existing within the world. And so Serena Pasha is very well known amongst most of nobles or even high society or things like that. And through her, people who work with her, because the people who are running countries or that are running their domains become aware that there are oogie spooky things at night because things happen. And so when oogie spooky things at night are getting really bad, she's the one they call. She shows up with a bunch of people, and then that stuff goes away, is pretty much what they know.
Okay.
But she is kind of a celebrity within those circles.
Gotcha.
And in fact, she is in New York. She has a penthouse that she is renting out where you guys are staying.
Sweet.
So you basically think that she's a regular person. If ghosty things happen, no big deal. What's your Azoth?
3.
I would like you to roll 3 dice for Eli.
Okay.
Or for Charles, I should say.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That looks like a 9, so a success.
So 1 success?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I didn't want any.
Yeah, you don't want any
there.
successes. So yeah, you're in level 1 disquiet with him, which just kind of means you just kind of a bad feeling about him. You went he appeared out of nowhere, and shit just keeps on getting fucked up. And so maybe it's his fault, maybe it's not, but it just kind of gets you on edge. And roll 3 dice again.
Oh no. Is an 8 a success?
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
All right.
So
how do you blame people?
Oh, how do I blame people?
Yeah. What does that mean? If you're kind of blaming somebody for things.
She probably very seethes quietly.
Okay.
Throws a little shade, but is very polite about it.
Nice.
And just keeps track of that for later.
All right. Then that is what is going on.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So, Charles, aside from your bad feeling about Oats,
Is it bad feeling, or is it just kind of
the very specific one for Frankenstein's is that when things go wrong, people blame them. And it gets to the point when you get to level 3 disquiet, everything is their fault, and the only way to fix it is to kill them.
That escalates quickly.
Yeah, it escalates real fast.
Okay.
It's hard to get to level 3 disquiet.
Okay.
But level 1 is real easy to get to.
Gotcha.
As you
As
just
we
learned.
saw.
I just saw, yeah.
I just put in my book +1 to shit list next to
I almost spit all over my computer.
I mean, there's a lot of people on it right now, so he's fine. He's kind of down after the cultists. It's fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I think Charles deals with the disquiet, basically muttering under his breath, sort of a thing, this motherfucker.
Yeah. Is it just it irritates you more when something goes wrong with him around?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the compulsion, right?
Yeah.
It's just
like,
basically,
motherfucker.
yeah. And then so something goes wrong, hopefully they're not hanging out with each other all the time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm just trying to get this beer open. Son of a... I broke the bottle.
How'd you stay out of
I bet he wasn't very
rage?
careful when he put him away.
Right.
He was tossing him around.
Well, I mean, it may have taken a little while for him to get to this point, or it may have been immediately. It's like, I'm just a motherfucker. How'd you not go into your rages? Is there a way to do it? If not, I'll just.
What do you mean?
Figure shit out. Like if something happens that pisses you off and you might rage out.
Smelling blood, tasting blood, swallowing blood.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you have like a cooldown process?
Yeah, do you have a thing that makes it, if you smell blood, do you have a thing that makes it so you don't rage out, or do you just automatically rage out?
Let me check the rule.
All right, cool.
I just give into it? I don't know.
You can.
Just rage.
Quick, do some yoga.
So these.
While you're looking that up, Grace,
Yes.
how do you feel about someone on your shit list? I mean, it'd be pretty cool if Sethany's on her shit list. I don't know.
Yeah, so if you're just like +1 on the shit list, that's not too bad. She's just gonna do that like society lady of the like kill him with kindness, be like pointedly polite to you. You're just like, oh no. But like, yeah, if it gets worse, she'll probably be meaner. And I could use some of my ghosty powers in subtle ways on him.
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah. Just be like, screw you a little.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Make him feel a little claustrophobic or something. I don't know.
I'm 7'3". I always feel claustrophobic.
Probably, yeah, that's true.
That's right.
But she can do things like make you feel like you're like drowning a little. Even though you're on dry land, so yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably light pranking, poltergeist stuff, like a little bit, and yeah, pointed politeness.
Now, with Charles, does his ferocity make him more okay or less?
Since we're on the same team, more okay.
Nice. Yeah, you've seen him like Garu out and just turn into an 8-foot killing machine and just like tear through things.
Yeah, I want him on my team.
Nice.
As long as that stays the same, we're cool. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, she's got 1 empathy, so she's not real concerned about collateral damage, I feel like. Also, she's pretty horrible in her own right, so yeah, monsters stick together.
Fair enough. Also, the empathy skill isn't you actually being empathetic, it's you basically being able to read people.
Oh, okay.
Like, someone who's sociopathic might have a very high empathy just so that they can understand how humans work.
That makes sense, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
I feel like she is still a little bit aloof from, like, regular humans, probably, at this point.
I feel like he would be distant towards Grace because he feels like she's from the other side.
okay.
Like she's from the spirit world.
Right.
Or has that taint.
Right.
Right.
That's the one part.
We gotta get into the, we gotta get up that up front. We all laugh, ha 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 ha. Okay, now we can be adults.
Oh no.
Nobody told me I had to do that.
This Happy Jacks thing is rough.
Yeah, I feel like she probably thinks he's a good, like, battle asset. But I don't know that they're particularly close, probably.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So it's more of a working relationship between most of you right now.
I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He seems a little bit like, I think she's a little bit annoyed with Oats because of the disquiet thing, but he also just seems like a confused cinnamon roll. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you sweet giant baby. What's happening here?
Hey, he might make a really useful servant.
That's true. Can reach things on the top shelf.
Yeah.
Because Grace is only 5'2", so she's real small.
So what does a normal day in 1912 New York look for you guys? Like, let's start with the one who, let's start with the socialite. We're going to go back to you. Right. What do you do?
She probably like gets up and reads the obituaries, has some tea. Listen, you gotta keep up.
like you.
Like you do. I bet she has like a standing lunch date with some like ladies who used to probably the ones that introduced her to the occult group.
Mm-hmm. You're the ladies who lunch.
Yeah.
Who...
So I feel like she, her husband is dead, so she has the inheritance. So she doesn't really have to work, but she does do like medium stuff to like at parlors to make a little bit extra side cash and to like entertain the society ladies that are into that.
Now, did you take any like wealth in your merits?
I did. I took resources too.
Awesome. Cool.
Yes. Yeah, because I wanted to make sure that she had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have investments that give you like trickles of money in, so you don't have to worry about food and you don't have to worry about rent.
I don't even have to worry about food because don't I not need that?
You kind of don't.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of you have to eat ghosts.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have to like pay for that though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is how you replenish your plasma. You can do it in other ways that are nicer, but yeah. Ghosts.
Yeah. So business. Check the obituary. See what's going on in the world of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Keep up her social obligations.
Mm-hmm. So you'd be out lunching with the ladies, and then like in the evening, you'd maybe be at a club.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Charles.
I'm sure he would be on the outskirts of New York. Like, he wouldn't necessarily want to be in the city for all too long.
Would you be in Central Park?
Is Central Park really that big of a thing?
It's huge. Like, literally and figuratively.
Well, because I feel like New York isn't New York, right? So the wilderness in and of itself is not that far away and wouldn't have to deal with the city at all.
Yeah, I mean, the city is not that large.
Right.
In 19, I think. We're going to say that it isn't
To
that
the
large.
wikis.
You roll type.
Quick, I'm going to go to Google Earth and like see what the satellites say in 1912.
On a side note, I've often thought if there was a way to send some like a satellite or a spy eye back in time and like do time-lapse photography of like cities growing or a pass being built or something, I think that would be fascinating.
Yeah. Unfortunately, people would take all that data and weaponize it somehow.
Probably.
Of
but
like, oh, well, now we know exactly what... anyway, we're bullshitting.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like if that was like an option for him to be in the park, but I don't think he'd be like, oh, I'm just going to go hang out in the park. Like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to him.
Right. But if you want to get around like trees and plants and stuff, like, I don't
and you
know
don't have
exactly how
time to
far
get
away it would
out.
be, but you'd be either taking there are probably the rail cars around, but you're probably like taking a horse cab in 1912. There's not a lot of cars.
Yeah. Because I
Or you can just turn into a wolf and like run through
Ooh.
fucking...
Well, he feels like get shot. He's like eradicating those things for a reason.
Mm-hmm. They probably are eradicating the wolves in New York right now.
Right. So it wouldn't be a high on his list because then he had to murder a lot of people.
Fair enough.
But he would give... Like, he would check in with Pasha. Like, it wouldn't be like, oh, I'm just... It would be like he would disappear for a little bit, but then he would come back.
I mean, Pasha's not in New York. You guys, she is just paying for you guys are like her crew in the United States. She's like, has crews in different places, and you're like the LA crew. It's like our men in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be more like, oh, is there a telegraph for me? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Like, okay, she didn't need me? All right, cool. I'm going to disappear for another, like, a week.
All right.
And then come back.
So we did get some information here. It looks like in 1912, the population of New York City was roughly 5 million, which sounds like a lot, but compared to, you know,
compared to now.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also that there is apparently a giant park that was 6 million acres, only a few hours ride on train from the city in 1912.
Oh.
The Adirondack Park.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
And Central
Thanks,
Park
Jack.
did in fact exist because it was set aside in 1850.
Nice.
So that's
Ooh,
your
so it's
history on Happy Jacks,
fairly
everyone.
novel
That's-
for the time.
We're gonna do a lot of that this game.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So you like? Are there any telegrams? And then you fuck off.
Hmm.
All right.
I'm sure he would cruise around bars for a little bit.
Oh, does he like to drink?
He doesn't really like to drink, but he drinks.
Does he want to get into fights?
I mean, things happen in bars. Because I think, like, a part of his thing, too, would be to be looking for the things that go bump in the night.
Fair
And
enough.
He feels like people are, like, the prey, people that are going to be preyed upon
Mm-hmm.
are already at the bar.
Right.
So he's just looking to basically ambush and kind of one-up.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's your primal urge?
3.
Roll it for me.
Yeehaw, Conan.
So instead of like a designated
That would be
driver,
no successes.
I mean, say cool. You hang out at bars, and everything's really fucking cool. You're either those people are not are like the predators are not around, or they kind of get a little like sent off of you, where you're not scared at all, literally not whatsoever, in like the scummiest dive bars in 1912 New York. I'm like, we're gonna fuck off. But yeah, just you're hanging out, having some beers.
Sweet.
Like the worst that happens is some guy like says, "I'm gonna fight you," and then you do whatever it is you want to do to him. If you want to just throw him down, or if you want to just beat the fuck out of him. But that's the worst that happens.
I think he would really not go out of his way to hurt innocent people,
Okay,
right? Like
so he
if
has.
somebody's asking for it, he'll give it to him, but he's not really in the business of like, I'm going to end this person's life.
Right. So I'm getting the sense that Charles has a real like sense of duty in this, right? Like the things that are supernatural that prey upon people, he's gonna fuck those things up. And like people who are not, you're adorable. But
I wouldn't say that. I'd say he's a little bit prickly to those people, but he's not.
so they're like annoying 5-year-olds.
Right. And it's basically like, you're just dumb because you don't know.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
what does Pasha's house look like? I mean, is it like a brownstone, or is this like a mansion with grounds, or is it just
This is a penthouse in Manhattan.
Okay.
So you don't have the really big tall buildings right now, but it's in a flat essentially.
Okay, so it's like the
tall
top
building.
floor
Yeah,
of a tall building?
it's super nice.
Okay.
In that like I don't know, diesel punk kind of style,
Okay.
where it's not Victorian. It's definitely not, but it's also not arts and crafts or anything like that. It's
Right.
sort
We're
of
not quite we're at the transition between Victorian and Art Deco.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's very stylish.
Okay.
Fancy schmancy.
So, what does Oats do in this city of tons of people?
I think that when we first got there, Oats was shocked at just like the sheer number of people and moving around and the bustle and it being kind of hectic. But I think that at how long have we been here, would you say?
You've been there a couple months.
Okay. So my entire life?
Yeah. This is the only home you've known other than
Then the wasteland.
the wasteland. Yeah.
Then in that case, I think that after an initial kind of shock of people and structure and all that sort of stuff, that he is actually very, I don't want to say man about town, but I think that he leaves in the morning and takes long walks through the city. Not trying to stay in one area too long, but trying to sort of like get a feel for how everyone moves and whatever it does, and does an observation of people. So sometimes he'll just pick a person on the street and follow them from a distance of a block or two.
Not creepy at all.
Well, just see like how they go about their business.
Yeah.
Because
He doesn't know.
He's trying to learn how to be, a better human because he's
Yeah.
very, distinct. People get out of his way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But,
Nobody notices you.
right.
Very stealthy.
It's weird. It's weird how there's always an open space in front of me when I walk.
Do you interact with people?
I don't think very much. I think that I keep that to myself for now. This is sort of a baby steps, one step at a time, where first I just want to see how people talk to each other and how they interact and what the beats of the city are and how people respond.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes, I'll do something creepy like follow someone throughout the city until they become, completely freaked out about it, and then I'll turn left
All right.
and go somewhere else. But I don't know that he, stepping back meta for a moment, I don't know that he understands that he affects people in a weird way.
Mm-hmm.
Because he hasn't had enforced contact with a bunch of people yet
Right.
in order to know.
You've literally met 3 people.
Right. So I would say that, standard day is getting up, walking around the city, kind of trying to imitate and watch people.
Excellent. So, Grace,
Yes.
we are going to start at lunchtime.
Okay.
So, you are lunching with Lady Kensington.
Mm-hmm.
I already hate her.
Perfect.
And Frida Guggenheim.
Ooh, okay.
Frida, there are, just gossiping with you, and Frida's talking about how she's really excited about her great uncle coming into town and, having lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And a telegram comes for you.
Oh,
It's kind of like a nice servant comes in with white gloves with a silver plate with a telegram on it,
Perfect.
and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you. Read it. Excuse me, ladies. Read the telegram.
It was, urgent travel steamer Cairo, stop. Booked travel Carpathia, immediate departure, stop. Serena Pasha, stop.
Oh. Well, it seems I must conclude our lunch a little early today, ladies. Urgent business.
Is anything the matter?
Oh no, nothing to worry about.
Scandalous, you're doing business?
Just a little hobby of mine. You know how I love to travel.
Yes. Who doesn't love to travel? And Frida Guggenheim says, me.
I do love that about you, Frida. I'll be sure to send you a postcard.
Excellent, thank you. Well, be on your way then, I guess.
Enjoy the rest of your lunch, ladies. Please,
Yeah.
I'll make sure it's on my account, since I've had to leave early.
Lady Kensington is actually kind of offended. Like she was wondering, like, you go on your way. And you're like, I'll pay for this.
No, it's fine. I'll pay for you. I feel like they're frenemies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's gonna
Yeah. She's going to bail.
bail and make sure that the lunch is put on her account, just to stick it to Lady Kensington a little.
Yeah. She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Edward, do put that on my tab.
yes. Oh, and leave like a just ridiculously polite handwritten note.
Yes. What's your shade skill? I don't want to do this real quick.
Shade.
Manipulation.
Manipulation?
Manipulation. Do you have subterfuge at all?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, roll manipulation plus subterfuge just for
Okay.
fun.
Let's see what that does.
To see how shitty this thing is. Because I'm amused. I like these things.
Throw shade.
Ooh, that's super shady.
Ooh, that's at least 2 successes. Wait, do ones counteract?
Ones do not.
Okay. So.
And do 10s reroll, or is that a special skill?
10s reroll.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 10 and a 9.
Okay.
And a 6. What?
6 does not.
6 is not. Okay, so 7 and up. That's fine.
Okay, so you got 2 successes.
Yeah.
That's pretty shady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shade accomplished.
It is not so like underhanded that any casual reader wouldn't understand, but it also is shady. It's like underhanded enough that you can't go, look at what she did.
Yes. You're like, what? That's perfectly polite.
So
You're
that's
like, I know.
the perfect level.
Sweet. Okay. So I am going to head back to the penthouse to pack and make sure that everybody else on the team knows about the travel.
All right. Are you guys in the penthouse? It's around noonish.
I don't think either one of us are. I think that Oats is probably still walking the city.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I assume you don't spend a lot of time hanging out at the penthouse.
No.
You're probably. Do you think you're out, like, side the city, or are you like boozing it up in the middle of the day? Yeah.
He's boozing it up.
All right.
So he's at least around.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're around.
Yeah.
Around like the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Or-
Mm-hmm. How would you find? Or do you want to try and find them? How would you do that?
I have a thing that I
Yay!
can do. Wait.
I
Do
forgot
I-
you have a
Oh,
thing
good.
you can do.
There's no escape.
Don't worry, I can do magic to find you.
And she also comes in our dreams.
Oh,
Wait, where did I put that? Oh, please. I have.
Oh, I know
If
which one
it's
it
blood
is.
magic. It doesn't
Blood
work on me
magic,
because I don't have blood.
Oh,
Am I missing
shouldn't need
one?
blood. Just like a strand of hair. It's. I know exactly what you're doing. It's the
finding.
ceremony, right?
Yeah, the ceremony.
Yeah. I think it's in your earlier one. I think you didn't put in your other cheat sheet. We made cheat sheets because there's a lot of rules.
I did.
Yeah, I
but
need to do that.
I think I forgot to print out that revised.
Yeah, I got here early because I was going to do that with cards, but didn't get the chance.
It's a good idea. I'm gonna go buy some.
I think I can find it.
Remember printing it. That's weird. Oh, here it is.
Okay,
It's on
cool.
the back of this, and I
Ah.
just reprinted it because I am a weirdo. Okay, so
Keep them. I've got tons
to
of
do.
Sweet.
Oh, I do need to have at least a tiny part of the target's body.
Yeah, they have hair and stuff
They
like
live
that
in
over the
here,
place.
I-
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like
gonna
that's
be
probably like a thing because you know that we're not really.
People I know I'm gonna need to find. I'm just like,
Yeah.
let me get that hair thing.
I think there's like a cigarette case that has hairs and names on it.
Oh, probably yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds very
Little,
accurate.
yeah, little vials instead of cigarettes, and then just labeled with people's names.
Okay, so performing the ceremony.
Creepy.
I have to tie the portion of bodily material
You've
in a
met
small cloth bag on the end of a string. So she's probably got like a bag for each person she needs to find regularly. And then spin slowly in a circle while holding the string in one hand. Eventually the string begins to pull, and you can do the ceremony as often as desired to triangulate the target's location. Let's see.
Oh, so it pulls in that direction, then you go, and then you have to do it
Yeah.
out, and then it pulls you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just.
So I have to roll Psyche plus Stamina. The action is extended. And I can roll for this ceremony once every half hour. Hopefully it won't take me that long to find him.
Okay.
Okay. And I get +1 if I have several different types of physical connections to the target. Okay.
All right.
So Psyche plus Stamina. Let's do that real quick.
I'm gonna say this will take 6 successes. I mean, they're in New York.
Well, but here's the deal. Find him, because he'll be close, and then he can probably track me, because I don't smell like anybody else. Or rather, I
Yeah.
smell like 4 other people, but that's
Oh.
Yeah, let me look up the senses.
Okay, so if it's going to take me 6 successes, then this isn't. It
Well,
won't work with them.
Well, what it is you roll it, and then you do those successes, and then you roll it again half an hour
okay.
later, and then you roll it again until you get 6 successes.
Okay.
We're just determining how long it takes you to find them.
Gotcha. So she's probably going to do it and then like start packing and then do it again.
Right. Well, you do it, and then you'll be outside, and then you do it again. You're outside, and you do it
okay,
again.
okay.
Is how that works.
Gotcha. Okay,
You're just getting closer and closer and closer each time.
got it. And 6s don't count, do they?
Nope.
Okay, then no successes. I don't know where he is.
Oh, was there a 1 in there?
There was.
Bro. Oh, Raggy. I need
This
to double
string
check
attracts the attention of ghosts and begins pulling in random directions.
this.
So to be clear, because I wasn't on there. If we get no successes and we have at least 1, that's a critical failure, or how does that work?
I think that is what it is. I am actually double checking that right now.
Yeah. Mine says dramatic failure.
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think that's what it says.
It's
It's
dramatic.
It's very dramatic. Oh, also, I can't use it again, so I'm going to have to surreptitiously pluck more of his hairs.
Oh, it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good thing I said.
No, it is not a dramatic failure.
No? Okay.
That is when you roll a 1 on a chance dice.
Ah.
It is just
Just
a
regular
failure. It occurs when you roll no successes.
Okay. So then that just means I don't get any successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, next half an hour.
Yeah. Oh, roll again?
Yeah, just roll again. These ones typically, yeah,
Dice.
unless something really bad happens, we're just determining how long it takes you to do it. It's like doing an oil change.
1.
1 success. Cool. So that's an hour that you've
Okay.
been wandering around trying to find people.
Okay. Well, that's a lot. I think she's probably going to get frustrated that it's not working faster. Like, 'cause what time do we have to catch our boat?
You don't know yet.
Probably pretty quickly.
Has it been booked? Did the telegram say, or just said that? It didn't give a time, right?
No, it didn't.
So
It did say urgent, though.
yeah, but in 1912, urgent means in the
could be
next
like-
3 days
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
very
get on this boat.
It did say booked past tense travel, but telegrams are very short because you only have so many words.
Yeah. Did it say the name of the boat?
Yeah, the Carpathia.
The Carpathia. Okay. I think rather than wasting time looking for people, she's going to go and inquire about the booking. That
Okay.
seems like a better use of her time since it's not working.
Just
Just spinning around in a circle in the street. Starting to get weird looks.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
time.
just go right through this. Leaves tomorrow,
Okay.
and you all have first class passages.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, then if it leaves...
That's gonna be awesome for you.
I mean, that's probably better than steerage given the size, but I was just thinking, great, the guy who makes everyone around him start to hate him is going to be trapped on a boat for 3 months.
Yay!
Oh, the crossing is only, I think, like 5 or 6 days. The Carpathia is a Canard Line cruiser, and so
Yes,
I
I
mean,
know what the Carpathia is.
oh, good.
Okay. In that case, she's just going to go back to the penthouse to pack
All right,
and hope these two show up.
all right.
Do you leave a note or anything at the penthouse?
I mean, I'm there.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard.
Yeah. After she finds out about the boat, I'm just going to go back to the penthouse and pack.
I was too busy being clever in my own head. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you wander around for an hour, then you took a cab to the Port Authority, I guess, and then took a cab back. So you've been gone for like a couple hours.
Okay.
Not nearly enough time for you to show up and then be gone again. All right. Grace is packing. What do you guys do?
I'll say that this is probably the day that he checks on
Perfect.
the telegram.
Thank goodness.
So then he would go to the penthouse
All
after
right.
getting that news.
Okay. Cool. If I hear you come in, I assume you're not like sneaking in, then I'll come out. Oh, Mr. Wagner. How lovely to see you. Did you get a telegram?
He holds it out. I sure did.
Excellent. I'm already packing. I suggest you do the same. Have you seen Oats anywhere?
He looks out a window. Nope.
She probably rolls her eyes and laughs a little bit.
I'm sure he'll turn up.
Fair enough.
He doesn't usually wander
normally,
far.
Yeah, I normally show up around sundown.
Okay.
Basically, spend all day walking since I'm tireless.
Yeah.
Trudges ceaselessly around New York. I love it.
By the way, Charles, that telegram came to you while you were in the pub, I'm going to say.
Ooh.
Like somebody shows up and goes, "Are you Charles Wagner?"
He would be like, yes.
I have something for you. And he whips out a piece of paper.
No, he's just like,
He whips out like this
Okay.
folded piece of paper.
is it the same message?
The same message.
Okay. He wouldn't. I mean, he's making a mental note,
Yeah.
but it's not like, guess what? I was having some beers. This telegram from Pasha. It's weird.
Yeah.
But he starts packing.
All right. So you go back and start packing.
It's like denim.
Mm-hmm.
Flannel, denim, flannel, denim, flannel.
And Oats, piece of paper hits you in the face. It's a telegram for you.
And there's no one around?
Nope.
Just the... Just, okay. I read it. Same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I will turn around and make my way back to the penthouse.
All right. So you go back and I assume pack whatever it is you have.
Yeah, I think that he just shows up and goes, okay, are you guys ready?
Well, the boat doesn't leave until tomorrow, Oats.
Oh.
So, have you packed your belongings?
Looks down. Yes.
You'll get more than one. You need to get more than one change of clothes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes, the other ones. Yes, sure.
Okay. Do you need a suitcase? I have extras. They're matched luggage. It's monogrammed.
Yes.
And Charles has like a sack.
Like a burlap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have come out
Right.
just holding all of my...
Put those in the suitcase.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, excellent.
Cram.
Just like winces slightly. Oh, that's full. Whatever. Have you gentlemen had dinner?
No.
I shake my head.
No. Okay. Let's have some food sent in, shall we?
Fair enough. So
Not taking these.
you guys
two
have
to a
dinner.
restaurant.
Yeah. Have you seen with
Why
them?
not?
Take your money, rest.
Hilarity ensues.
So I'm going to say you guys eat and do your business. If there's no other business you guys want to do before the boarding the ship.
I do want to, because she does divination with her bag full of vertebrae.
Nice. Yes,
I
you
just
do.
want to like throw some bones and see if our boat journey is going to be fortuitous or not.
Sure.
So I have investigation. I took the specialty divination. What else would I
Excellent.
use with that?
I think
only got
you'd
the
use
one.
that and intelligence.
Okay. Alright, so I've got a 3 whole dice to roll for that.
Awesome.
She's not good at it yet.
It's gonna be
Oops, there's too many
fantastic.
in here. The dice multiplied.
That's a good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Put 3 in and 6 came out. Ooh, I got a 10. 1 success.
You feel
And
pretty good
reroll?
about it. Oh yeah, reroll a 10.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nope, that's a 3. But that's 13, which is fun.
You feel pretty good about this this whole thing.
Okay. All right. Got a good feeling about this, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
How close are they to the like the waterfront?
Which one? The Carpathia?
No, just the New York waterfront.
Uh,
Like how far are they from the shore?
who's they?
Us.
Oh, not very far. I mean, it's New York.
He would sleep outside.
All right.
Is there like a
Like-
roof?
on the
yeah, there's a
or
roof.
something?
Yeah, you can sleep on the roof if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything special that's going on there?
No.
All right.
He's just kind of
Doesn't
like,
to be inside.
yeah. He's just kind of like annoyed by Oats, and he's not really trustful of Grace, so he's just kind of like, I'll just be outside.
This is the last time you can get away from them for quite some time.
Right.
All right.
So, if I remember correctly, can I talk to my Geist?
Sure. The guys might not talk back, but you can talk to it.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Okay. So I think when she does the divination, it's not a very clear. It's like this is gonna be fine. Like that feels real vague. She's like, hey Ellen, how do you feel about this boat situation? And just see if Ellen says anything.
Ellen has like a wound to her head, right? And wings and clawed feet. Like, do you want to
Nope.
describe Ellen?
No wings, yeah.
Oh, no wings.
She's appears to be like a drowned woman that's missing like maybe a quarter of her skull, kind of a third, and it's got blood that constantly kind of flows up and outward from her head. Putrefying garments that look like they've been underwater for a real long time. And then her skin, if you look closely at it, is covered in wet raven feathers.
Nice.
Yeah. She's kind of scary.
Ellen smiles.
Okay. Huh. Smile checks out. Good feeling. Okay. Feels pretty good about this. Not worried.
All right.
Maybe a little worried. Okay. That's gonna haunt my dreams tonight. Cool. Thanks, Ellen.
Ellen is continuing to smile if you ever look at her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the smile is kind of getting bigger and bigger, but it stays like smiling, and she is staring at you whenever you look at her.
Oh, good.
That's super awesome.
Yay!
I think about 10 o'clock. Oats comes up to the roof. Not necessarily knowing that you're there, but just to moonwatch for a while. So I open the door, come out. Do you say anything or do anything?
He would be probably sitting in a chair smoking a cigarette.
Okay. You're all human form?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's awesome when your lungs regenerate, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't have to worry about anything nasty.
So I don't say anything. I just go out to. I think there's probably like not a terrarium, but like a rooftop garden type thing.
Or is it more like a balcony?
Yeah, there might be like some plants and stuff there.
Right. I'm not like a big thing, but like some.
Oh, this is a nice place. So yeah, let's say there's a rooftop garden. This is a nice building.
So I sit down, like near / on at the garden, and just kind of lean back and stare at the moon for a while.
We're going back on a boat, Oats.
I heard. Do you know why?
No. Where are we going again?
Cairo.
We're going to Cairo.
Oh, that's nice. It's clear he has no idea what Cairo is.
Will we be back by Tuesday?
Are we going to stay at another penthouse? He's very proud that he remembered that word.
Probably not.
Mm.
I'm sure Miss Pasha will have something for us to do. How many missions have we been on? Have we?
You've probably been on a lot.
But him and I?
The two of you, I don't think you've been on a mission since you rescued him.
Has he been inundated at all?
What, like with actual like battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys went out and like kicked the shit out of some people, and you saw him like tear a vampire in two or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were fighting a vampire?
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
That seems very.
What do I do? I will open it.
I think I probably like ripped an arm off and beat it with its arm.
Cool.
It was like rip.
I've always wondered if you rip a gangrel's arm off that has the claws, can you then use those claws to do aggravated damage?
Sounds legit.
Sounds legit? All right, cool.
Sounds legit.
Not that that will happen in here.
Yeah.
Damn, no.
Can you stake a vampire with its own femur?
Only if it's wooden.
Can you stake a pirate vampire with its own?
Oh, no.
Yes. Yes, you can.
I love it.
I'm sure that we will be asked to remedy a situation for the people.
Well, it's all a good cause, right?
Always.
Well, good. I'm glad to lend a hand. I've been watching people, and the best thing that they can do is to lend a hand and help each other.
You are very wise.
Oh.
Goes back to smoking.
Internal monologue. Jesus Christ.
Jumping Jesus on a pogo stick. So you're just going to chill together?
I guess it's not really anything super.
Nice. All right. Then that is what happens.
So after about 2 hours, like midnight, I'll go back and sleep, and I only need a couple hours, and then in the morning, be just gazing out the window again as the sun rises.
I'm gonna sleep real peacefully with Ellen staring at me, smiling from the corner of the room, just dripping. Drip.
Does the water ever change consistency or color or what it is based on what Ellen is thinking or doing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
I'm going to use that.
Yep, sure does. Also, don't forget that my Keystone Memento, her necklace, her lace necklace made of hair, human hair that drips unsettlingly, is tied to Ellen.
Excellent.
So that whatever weird water thing is happening with her can also happen with that.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you manifest the keystone, that's when they see it, like, dripping, right?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, cool. So, next morning, what are you guys doing?
Probably. Well, no point in reading the obituaries today. We gotta leave town, so just gonna go out. Oh, good morning, Oats. You know, Ellen has a really good feeling about this boat trip.
Oh, good. Have you explained to everyone about Ellen, or has she ever manifested?
Oh yeah, you've probably, if we've been like working together for a little while, you've probably seen Ellen.
Okay. In like normal Ellen mode, or in like super scary Ellen mode, like we were talking about earlier?
Super scary here is normal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not modes.
Oh, I just meant like
One
I meant
mode.
like, you know, we were talking about battle mode before the.
Oh, yeah.
Before the
Yeah,
pod
that's
began.
just her.
Okay.
Like, she just basically turns inside out and her Geist comes out and she goes into her Geist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like when I Geist out, I basically just like what I described Ellen as. That's what you see.
Okay.
Me moving around as.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, when I say that to you, that's what you know what that
Oh, that,
she
okay.
looks like.
That's good. She's nice.
Oh, I think so too.
Sure, Charles comes in eating something. I'm glad that your friend has such a disposition towards our travels.
She seems very excited. She was smiling all night.
It's like, he feels like a lot of that with these two. Like,
Like, okay. Yeah.
Alright, so, you guys want to get on a boat?
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
on a boat.
Alright, so the getting on the boat and leaving is kind of like a big affair. You know, people have been loading their shit onto this boat for weeks now. And so you guys go up, and the matched luggage is taken by a whole bunch of porters. Somebody grabs the bag and looks at the ticket, and looks at the bag, and looks at the ticket, because it's a first class ticket.
the
The
burlap
bag and the burlap sack, and they're like, well, I guess this goes to this room.
Hey, no, that's mine. So I'm grabbing my suitcase back from the porter.
Oh,
Hey,
no,
they're trying to take our bags.
Oats. That's their job. They take it to the room for you.
How do they know where I'm staying?
It's on the ticket.
it's on the paper.
The paper told them.
All right.
They're being helpful.
Yeah, they're helping.
I stare down at him and go, make sure that gets to my room.
He, like, almost drops it.
I'm gonna tip that guy a little extra. My friend's not from around here.
I guess not. Like, there's a tear, like his eyes are tearing up.
Charles,
Roll intimidation for me.
And I'm gonna watch him as
Intimidation plus
goes.
presence. Roll that for me just to see.
what an asshole.
I just want to see how scared the crew is of you.
Oh no, I'm a sweetheart.
Well, yeah, but they don't know.
There's a 10.
Alright.
So let's try
Seven?
that.
Yeah. And a 7?
Is a 7? Oh,
Yeah.
7.
No. 8.
I
It's
thought it was
8.
eight.
It's 8,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oops.
8?
So 2.
8. Yeah.
Okay.
He was pretty fucking scared. And everybody else is like, whoa, he almost tore Toby's arm off.
And I just watch him as he walks with the bag.
One thing Charles will do is he'll patrol the levels,
Okay.
just smelling, because he feels like this would be like an easy way to get. Obviously, if he's going somewhere and he's supernatural,
Right.
then something else may be able to get on board.
Fair enough. Right now, you smell that they have very recently, like, varnished the deck. There are, like, the crew, you are getting, like, smells of them, like, over and over again. People are boarding and going into their rooms, but you don't see anything fishy.
Okay.
And this is like the whole, there's like a band playing on the deck and
Oh, yeah.
people standing at the docks and waving. And
Yeah, when finally it comes to depart, yeah, there's a band, everybody's, like, on the rail, waving to their loved ones waving back, please don't die.
Would you? I'll eat your ghost.
Because this is like when it comes to the Atlantic passage in this time in like the spring where you guys are. That's when you have icebergs breaking off and coming down south. There's like this area called like Iceberg Alley that is to the north. It's the fastest way to go, but most people don't do that this time of year because fuck that. Most of the time though, like a ship hits something and it just like comes home. or if a ship actually sinks, it sinks so slowly that other ships just kind of like show up and take all the passengers over and watch the ship go down.
Yeah, there's always enough lifeboats, and everyone is able to get on. And
well, no one's ever in the last generation. I don't think a large transit liner has used any lifeboats, or if they do, it's like shuttling them from one to the other.
Well, right, because it's 100% safe.
It is. It absolutely is.
Perfectly safe.
Perfectly safe. Super safe. So I am going to right now, for some time, just kind of move on. We're going to do some relative weirdness rolls, and then we're going to roll see if you can cover up that weirdness if you're pretty weird. So basically, you're just going to roll your power stat to start out. So we'll roll for the Primal Urge and Azoth and your Psyche.
Okay.
No successes.
No successes. Awesome.
I'm super good.
Nobody notices you. Now, if you, Grace, if you roll a 1 on this die, they extra special don't notice you.
Oh, okay. All right. Roll a 1.
It's a 1 or a 10.
That's a 7.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
All right.
Then the willpower I want is success.
Also no successes.
Yay! You guys are not weird at all.
We're a bunch of perfectly normal humans. Oh,
Perfectly normal humans. Oh, yeah, do it.
I just did without asking, sorry.
I put it in front of you for a reason.
No. Uh-oh.
Oh.
They are a little warm, though.
We're perfectly normal humans everywhere.
Yeah, everything is fine. Yeah, no, actually, Oats becomes kind of a favorite of the crew. Toby has taught him how to shuffleboard.
Aww.
And they're kind of like buddies now, because high society he doesn't really understand high society, and they're like, what the hell? So the crew's like, no, you come with us. Screw those guys. Nobody thinks patrolling the decks is weird.
Well, I'm sure he's stealthy about it. He's not trying to be I'm just creepo walking down the halls every night.
No, but it's like a lot of people like walking around because it's it's a small thing, but B, you are kind of like a rough, tough, rootin' shootin' holdover from the Wild West for a lot of these people. Mm-hmm. And so you're just kind of I don't want to say mascot because you might kill them, but you're just one of the coolest people they've ever met because you've done so much cool shit. And you were just slaying it in the ball, Grace.
Oh, I'm just what?
You're slaying it in the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have fancy dinners every night.
I am very good at fancy dinners.
So with Toby's permission, I think that Oats continues his daily walk, although now it's just the ship. Mm-hmm. But if I've made friends with the crew, maybe they'll let me go, I can kind of go into the crew areas.
Oh, yeah.
So, I walk around all of the big steam machinery.
They
and
teach you how to stoke.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're super excited.
Yeah, so I have one set of my clothes is just completely covered in coal dust and awful. But I know I have to change. But yeah, so I'll just spend 4 or 5, 6 hours just shoveling coal into the furnace.
No, slow down. We're gonna go too fast.
The first time Grace
sorry.
says the state of your clothes, she does a and then recovers. Composure. Yep. Okay.
Toby taught me how to stoke.
That's so exciting, Oats. It sounds fun. Are you enjoying it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad you and Toby have become friends.
It seems that you may have found a new profession if this ever doesn't work out for you.
The fire's a little scary. I don't like that part, but the shoveling, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're strong enough to shovel from far away.
Exactly. That's what I try and do.
Actually, yeah. Roll resolve plus composure for me. Mm-hmm. Even if you fail, it's going to be fine. I just want to see how you deal with it. But you're not going to fall in. Holy shit! How many dice are you rolling?
6.
Nice.
Did I do the right number? I did. Okay. Wow, just a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 success.
One success. Yeah, you're throwing it from really far away, and people notice and say, "No, don't do that," and you keep doing it, and they don't ask again.
I think the way I've got the shovel just chunked into the coal, and I'm just chucking, chuck something at the side, and they're just like, "Whoa, that's 200 pounds." Shunka.
It's like, no, you got to break that up. Oh, it's fine.
Let him do it his way.
Yeah. Let's talk about sleep. I think when do you guys tend to go to bed?
I feel like Grace goes to bed probably pretty late because she likes to stay up entertaining the society crowd with her stories of her travels and seances and whatnot. And,
Oh yeah.
You know, her dramatic, stylish widow.
And like
thing.
seance at midnight kind of sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because once she starts mentioning like, you know, that she's a medium, they're like, oh, really?
Right, all the spiritualism.
Has anyone died on this ship?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's find out. So yeah, she probably goes to bed at like 2 or 3 routinely. She's not an early riser.
Right. What about you guys?
I only need about 4 hours every 2 days or so. So I think that there's probably also some weird midnight shuffleboard going on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. For keeps.
Yeah. So there's like, you know, like he has a standing game with every shift of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, usually I picture about like midnight to 4 in the morning, he'll every couple days he'll sit down, take a nap, and then he's up and visiting his friends down in the hold, and you know, see if anyone wants a break and he can stoke for a while, or you know, walking around the ship and you know, saying hi to everybody, and
Nice.
you know, just still observing the microcosm of people.
Mm-hmm. Charles.
How long are we on this boat?
You're gonna be on for, I'm gonna say, well, it'll be 6 days to get to England, and then you're gonna have to go down and around. So you're probably gonna be on for about 13 or 14 days, all told, to get to Cairo.
Okay.
Because there are other ports that you're gonna stop at. And
Since he doesn't have to eat anything, like really eat anything, he would probably be more of a night owl, but he's always there whenever there's food.
Mm-hmm.
So he's always there when like the chef's like, he's always like overeating, like, you know, it seems like, because he's like, oh, it's better than eating like deer and like some of the other crap that I eat. Like, this is really fine food, and he doesn't normally get that, so he would be showing up during the normal dining times.
Well, you're also Oats' buddy, so I mean,
Yeah, sort of.
well, they think you're Oats' buddy.
Right.
Just
Okay.
eating the whole roast
Yeah.
from the chef and sticking it on your plate.
Let's go to our mediumship.
Ooh.
You know, we're kind of in the middle of our trip, or of the
Okay.
first leg of it. So, like, maybe day 3.
Okay.
And yeah, what does this look like?
So, oh wait, did I take that one power? Hold on.
And then vomiting comes.
Are you gonna bleed all over them?
Actually, if I did end up taking the one I was thinking of, then yes. Actually, maybe I didn't take that one. Is it still Miss Marionette? Nope, that's zombies. Sorry, I got a lot of weird stuff I can do. It takes a minute for me to figure it out. That's turned into water. I can just do...
Do you have the? I think it's the. Is it the? Not the call, stigmata call. I think it's the stigmata shroud. Does that let you do ghosty things?
Yes, it does. So I can touch unmanifested ghosts or other twilight beings. Let's see. basically the first level just lets me, like, gives me a resistance against ghost attacks.
Okay. Well, why don't you roll for me your occult, and I think you have a specialty for ethereal beings, is that right?
I do, yeah.
So you're going to roll those 5 dice plus your wits, whatever your wits is at.
Wits, okay. Well, it was... I guess I didn't take that one where I got to blork up something that the ghost could get in. Okay, so we'll just roll occult plus wit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Occult plus wits, so that is 7 dice.
What's your wits?
3.
Then you should roll 8 dice, because you get plus 1 die for your specialty.
Oh, great, okay. So that is gonna be two successes.
And reroll your 10?
Oh yeah, reroll the 10. Nope, that's
2
a 2.
successes. Okay.
2 successes.
So you are at your seance table,
Okay.
and you have, I'm going to say, 7 more ladies all around you, just excited a bit. And you're in the main sort of like ballroom area, because most people have left for a long time now. Because it's, I'm going to say it's just before midnight when you're starting. So, like, you all grab hands and do fancy, or any like fancy type things you want to include in this? Or
Do you have a whole pattern?
Do you have a whole
Power
thing?
Of the witch
Yeah,
or something?
she probably does have like a good pattern that's like, you know, the spirits of this vessel, come and speak with us. Like,
So
bullshit.
you're gonna get to spirits of this vessel, come and speak with us, and you're gonna see outside a window a giant ghostly eye with like ghost stuff around it go past,
With what kind of
like
stuff
swim
around
past.
it?
So it's like a giant ghost thing, and it has one eye on the side, and it goes
Whoa.
by and it looks at you, and then goes past.
Is there any? Does it have like a fishy texture? Like
At the end, you see like a tail going up and down,
Oh,
pushing it.
oh my. Okay.
And then through one side, like the other side, comes I'm gonna say like a shark, like a very large, like
A spectral shark.
spectral shark, comes through the side of the wall and then comes out and around.
Okay. The denizens of the sea have come to be with us, my friends. They're like, well, we don't know what that means.
It sounds so pretentious.
Yeah. I'll call out one lady in particular and tell her that, like, it's right behind her.
And right behind her comes a giant jellyfish coming up and then goes up through the ceiling. A giant squid comes behind you. Out the window, you can see a like coming out of the ocean is a ghostly pirate ship.
Neat. Okay. So she's going to describe the pirate ship to the ladies because she's pretty sure that the sea animals are going to scare them too much. But pirate ship, that seems like romantic and cool.
Yeah. They all think that.
Yeah. Can I see any of the, like, there like a captain or pirates on deck of it
It's
or anything? Is
kind
it
of far
just-
away, but you kind of see them. Everything is going one direction.
Is it going the same direction we're traveling in?
No. And in
Okay.
fact, actually, the ship is not moving at this point. It has stopped.
Oh, okay.
But everything is going like either around it or through it, going like northeast-ish.
Okay. Going northeast. So we're going
So you're going east,
East.
and it is going northeast.
northeast. Okay. Okay. That's very interesting. All right.
Now, one thing you know about ghosties, especially ghost animals, is ghosties, like, ghosts get stripped of their essence as time goes on. If they run out of essence, they just go away. It's not like an oblivion that rips them apart. They just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
And so in order to stick around, there are many ghosts that eat other ghosts and strip them of their essence to replenish their own.
Okay.
Predatory animals, ghosts, do this a lot, but usually those ghosts have to be something special. Like Moby Dick would leave behind a ghost, but not every single, like, sperm whale would leave behind the ghost.
Right.
And if they did, it'd probably get et if it wasn't, like, super badass.
Okay.
So, and what you're seeing, you saw, like, a jellyfish, which is not particularly predatory, but you are seeing predatory animals.
Okay.
And a pirate ship, which is particularly predatory.
Yeah. People ghosts. Okay, that's good to know. So she's probably going to embellish the pirate ship description a little bit, because that's the thing that's going to be most interesting to the ladies. And if I know any, like, ships that have gone down in this area, I might conjecture that, like, oh, perhaps it is, the whatever the fuck. I don't know. The Cerberus.
Give me a quick subterfuge plus presence.
Okay.
Just to see how much they believe you, or if they're like, you're full of shit.
Yeah. 2 9s, 2 successes.
All right, they are super excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them all to watch closely their valuables tonight, ladies. The pirates may board this very ship looking for treasure.
Literally clutch their pearls.
How do I eat ghosts again?
There's a way to do it, but I'm gonna just sort of.
Pour 'em in a
I
bowl
didn't
and
look it
then
up
add
recently.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, why don't you roll your synergy? Just roll your synergy.
Okay. So synergy is 7.
And,
So
like,
I roll 7 dice.
Yeah.
For that?
So you have to, like, get to a ghost.
Okay.
And then you basically using your Geist and goes and grabs it.
Okay. I do want to do that, but I think before I do that, what I want to do is just activate my my keystone memento so that it drips creepily, so that they can, like, see that I'm not bullshitting.
Oh, yeah, no, it is dripping.
Okay.
And it is dripping blood.
Sweet.
So if you're wearing white, it is starting to get soaked.
I mean, she definitely wears black because she's a witch.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, if it drips probably on the table, white tablecloth and whatnot. Yeah. So, appropriate lady gasps at that.
Awesome.
Look down and the ghosts are with us, my friends. Look.
Ectoplasm.
Oats.
Yes.
Toby and your other friends are giving you another tour
Okay.
of, like, shit you don't normally go to, like when it's closed down. And they're taking you up to the Marconi Electric Telegraph Company room.
Oh, cool.
Like, because this ship has motherfucking telegraph on it. How badass is that? They don't say that way. This is 1912.
But I think I'm kind of fascinated by the small electrical discharges.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
And in fact, so they bring you over to it and they sit you down right in front of it. And Toby's like, okay, don't hit anything. I'm going to switch this on.
Oh.
Yeah. Check this out. And he'll switch it on. And I should have set this up before, and I didn't, because I am easily distracted.
There was an echo.
Yeah.
I didn't touch anything.
All right. What? Do you know? And I started looking around. Hey, where's the telegraph operator? I don't know who that is. You have. Why don't you roll for me? Oh gosh, how do you go into? Yeah, roll for me your
Academics?
No.
Science?
What is your stat for like morality? What's your morality stat?
I don't.
Oh, you don't
think I
have
a
one.
morality stat.
Oh, that's awesome. All right.
Do you remember what the code is?
No, there's a code.
I didn't know it locked. My bad.
It does. You can't pull it all the way. Aabria.
Apparently, there's a bathroom code.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is.
Sort of around, like I know what it is enough that I could spend 5 minutes to figure it out, but not enough to be 100% sure.
Last time I was on the show, that didn't have a code. Do you have any sort of electricity powers aside from you being a Frankenstein?
Not yet. I was looking at those, but I don't think I've taken any of those yet.
Okay, just roll your Azoth for me.
Okay.
Just use that as a basic.
That looks like no successes.
Terror is coming out of that thing. Like sheer, unbridled, total fucking terror.
I don't like this. I don't like this. And I start to turn and walk away.
Okay, you probably knock a few people over.
Yeah.
We're like, no, what's the matter? Like Toby's like, no, what's the matter?
It's bad. There's something bad.
Okay. Why don't you? Okay, we got to do some stuff. Why don't you stay here because we're gonna be running around.
Okay. But I'm like pressed into the corner since I'm getting bad stuff off of that.
Okay.
I'm as far from it as I can be.
You probably have to go outside.
Well, I mean, I'm in the room because they told me to stay here, right?
He didn't mean that. But that's funny. They fucking do their thing. They're running around. It is about 10 minutes before midnight.
So I'm wedged into the corner.
Yeah.
And everyone's running around me.
You smell fear.
I'm sure he's like sitting at a table with some high rollers trying to play poker, even though he's not super good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about like his time, spending time with the first Americans. Just regaling him with stories about how they taught him medicine and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of like, will you excuse me?
Of course.
Does he get like a direction on it?
Yes. It is near the front of the ship.
He'll put the cars down and then... Does he know where Oats is? Like, generally?
Oats is near the front of the ship.
Yeah, he'll go towards that way.
All right. Gets stronger and stronger, and you can smell it going up towards like where the bridge is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go all the way to the bridge. It goes to where the telegraph is.
Okay. He'll put his ear to the door. Or is there people coming in and out? Or
Not right now. There's some hustling and bustling, and I'm going to say you can hear people coming your way. You can hear, like, stamping on metal stairs and coming up.
he'll go straight to the room.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
So Oats is just jammed into the corner of this room.
Mm-hmm.
They told me to stay here. There's something bad. And I point at the wireless.
Did you touch it?
No, they told me not to touch it. They were showing it to me, and then it started making noises, and then it started to be bad. Something bad's coming from it. Do you know what it is?
I know what it is, but I can't read it.
I don't know, can you? What do you got? Do you have anything in, like, the mental ones that might allow you to? This sounds like something that a scout would know.
Nope.
Nope. All right, you have no idea.
Crafts, medicine, and occult?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got nothing. Okay, go on.
So I have... It's repeating, right?
It's repeating.
Okay. I have... one of my merits is trained observer.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe between that, and I don't know, like I said, I've got science, I've got academics.
You have academics.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a point in academics. Is there something that I can use to maybe figure out what is going on? I mean, I'm probably not going to reinvent Morse code from...
No,
from the
but you
sample.
might know a distress signal.
Okay.
So why don't you roll academics plus intelligence,
Okay.
and we'll see if you know the new or old distress signal.
Okay. That looks like 2 successes, and trained observer, I get 9+ on these sorts of
Nice.
Nice.
activities. So just 2.
So there's 2.
We're super good at re-rolling stuff.
You recognize CQD,
Okay.
and CQD is the Mayday. There's a newer one. You don't remember what that one is because that's what they used back. But, I mean, Morse code was really important for the expedition down to Antarctica.
Okay.
So there's something like in your back of your head, you hear CDQ, and it flips you the fuck out because that is distress. Like, we're in danger.
There's whoever's sending that message, that signal, they're in distress. There's something bad that's happening. They need help. They need help. And I open the door and just start shouting, they need help! They need help!
Oats.
What?
Oats.
It's urgent.
I'm sure the ship's captain will be able to handle this.
But where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Oats.
I don't know how big are you in
He's probably
human
like
form?
5'10".
Okay.
He's
So
tiny.
this
Yeah, he's
7'3" dude is barreling down, and I've got you by the shoulders. But where is he? They need help.
What's going on
I'm
here?
shaking him.
What's going on here?
On the thing, the wireless. They need help. Someone's calling for help.
Are you a telegraph operator?
I can CQD.
And his eyes go open, and it is the captain. He's like, CQD.
And I point at the the receiver.
Where's the operator? And he's like, he's coming, sir. And to the northeast, let's roll wolf senses real quick. So I think it's roll your, why don't you give me your wits and your primal urge +1. I think it's something else, but I'm just going to say it's that for right now.
Wits plus what?
Primal urge. I should look up what the roll actually is.
I don't think I have anything in normal human. I can just hear a little bit better.
You get +1
Okay.
to the dice. I remember that. Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in human form, you just get a +1 to your perception-based rolls. Perception is just going to be your wits plus primal urge. Yeah, we're going to do that.
+1?
Wits plus primal urge +1. Yeah. What you got?
1.
You got 1?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you don't see much, but there is a flash to the northeast that you see, like a bright light, and then it's gone.
It seems that there was a light to the northeast, Captain.
It's like, what? And he's not even noticing whatever shade you're throwing at him. Rockets?
A bright light.
Okay. Excuse me. Why don't you come with me? And he's gonna.
You said one of you? Or?
No. Why don't you come with me? And he's
Okay.
gonna have the two of you, and he's gonna go to the bridge.
Okay.
There's shit everywhere. Like you've never seen anything like this, Grace.
Okay.
There are ghosts fucking everywhere.
Welcome to the mother effing feast.
I'm gonna try and eat one,
All right.
just because I feel like there's a
It's the
buffet.
thing to do.
Yeah, it's a buffet. Yeah, go for it.
And you generally shit's probably gonna be going down soon because there's a lot of fucking ghosts here, so they're not gonna miss one. That's
so
gonna
hungry?
be 3 successes.
Nice. Well, if you were missing any plasm, you would bring 3 forward as you annihilate a giant squid.
Yeah, squid.
That's good for you. You're like, and like the other women are like, what's going on? And behind it is actually Ellen comes behind it and grabs hold of it and is like on it too, and the blood coming out of her head like rips apart, like comes around and grabs onto its face and rips the squid's face off and shoves that into its face, while like ghost blood goes all over you and you absorb it into yourself and into like
Delicious.
your necklace.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Everything's horrible about this.
Yeah. Do they see that part, or do they just see
They see you doing weird shit.
doing weird shit? She's just gonna calmly sit down, pull on her sharkskin gloves. No. I believe our seance is at an end, my ladies. Thank you for your participation, but I must take my leave.
And they're all like giant-eyed, just like looking back. Not a word. Not a movement.
Daps it off with hanky, gets up, and leaves majestically.
Nice.
I don't know. I much prefer the Egyptologist.
Scandalized. Perfect. Her reputation is going to spread wide and far.
What the fuck was that?
And then I would like to make a water homunculus egg,
Ooh.
please.
Those were a bunch of words.
Okay, so elemental marionettes. So basically, okay, this is a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But on a success, you fashion a homunculus egg that can be used to birth the homunculus with the characteristics of whatever wind you're going to use.
Cool.
Okay. So I roll manipulation plus key skill for tear stained is, oh god, this is why I have cheat sheets. Marionette, elemental. Well, what the fuck? That doesn't say.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to do? I got it right here.
Okay.
It's the marionette elemental.
Yeah. What's the key skill for that? That's the thing I'm missing.
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge. Okay. Manipulation, subterfuge, and marionette rating, which I get +3 dice on that one.
Yep.
because of my drippy necklace.
Oh, necklace.
Going to. There's danger. What do? I birth homunculus. All right.
Manipulation. 3 in that, and then subterfuge. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 in that. Got it.
Yikes.
Oh, do you get your plus? Do you have tear stained charm?
Yeah, I do have my charmed. My charm.
Do you have multiple ones that are tear stained, or just one?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
It's my skeleton carved out of bogwood. Okay, so I get +1 for that. Bog mummy, take the wheel. Let's do this.
Holy crap.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Whoa!
Well, and 3 of those are 10s.
Yeah, so re-roll them.
Oh yeah.
And do you
Really?
have anything that is 8+ for all of your crazy stuff?
I
Mm,
don't think so.
I don't think so.
And literally
Well,
none of
okay.
those were successful.
We're super good at
Still,
re-rolling.
7 was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 is good.
You're going to need any.
It's amazing.
It's 5 for an exceptional success, right? So
Yeah.
above that.
So also, you have to spend a plasm to do this, but you'll gain 1 back because you got an exceptional success.
Okay, perfect. That evens out. Cool.
Oh. Your activation successes add to other marionette-related rolls.
Yay!
There you go.
Okay, that's fun.
What? I don't remember reading
Guys,
that.
I don't know what's going on. It's going to be big.
Nobody knows it's Geist.
Okay. So, let's see. With the exceptional success,
And so the end of
I'm
the
well
world has
connected
been
with
summoned.
the homunculus. I can divert my attention away from telling it what to do. For a number of turns equal to the activation successes.
All right.
It collapses back into its egg. Okay, so tear-stained homunculus is usually greenish-blue with constantly wet skin, jet black eyes, webbed hands and feet. It can breathe underwater and swim at triple the normal movement rate. It can have a fishtail in place of legs if I want.
Nightmare fuel.
Nightmare fuel. Oh, it's like a Fiji mermaid.
Yeah,
Oh, yay.
Also appropriate.
but it moves slower on dry land. So I think we're just going to go with regular legs.
Okay.
Okay. Can people that aren't me see it?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a thing that exists.
Cool. I would like to go to the bridge with my homunculus.
All right.
Oh. But we're getting on so well.
There you go. So the captain is there, and he's getting reports, and he's not really talking to you guys. But you hear him say, "Dear God, it's the Titanic."
Oh, okay. Point of note, the homunculus is going to hide under my long skirt.
Okay. Just like in Scrooged.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
I love this, but I already knew that the Carpathia was the ship that
Yeah.
Yeah.
rescued the...
But we'll never get there in
Yeah.
time. And you're like,
Because it was my other potential origin story was I was going to be named Titanic people, but I thought that the expedition was cooler.
yeah. And Captain looks up. We're not going to make it for another 4 hours.
Do you want to go faster?
Well, yes, but we're also going through a ice field. I mean, if we go faster, we'll hit an iceberg. I mean,
I'm not even sure, honestly, if Oats heard that. I said, "You want to go faster?" Yes. Not to the back of his head.
Okay. Are you ready to stoke?
Yeah. So he said yes, and I went, "All right," and just ran for the
Charles has a dumbfounded
The
look
room.
like, man.
And you start to see actual more rock. Like every few minutes, there's a big flash in the distance as the Carpathia starts to turn.
Is that a good time for me to come striding into the room like I own the place?
Absolutely it is.
Gentlemen, it seems there's some trouble to the northeast.
And the captain goes, how do you know?
Oh, Grace Carter-Bennett. I know many things. I'm here to help.
That's great. How can you help?
Well, what's the situation?
Well, apparently the Titanic is sinking. You've heard of the Titanic?
Oh, of course. Well, that is unfortunate. Magnificent boat.
Well, apparently not that magnificent, but, I mean, we need to get there immediately.
Yes, I would say we do.
So, one thing you can start to see out by, like, where the rockets are going, that's where all of these ghosts are going.
Yep.
Is you're seeing, like, more and more,
That's
like,
so cool.
kind of like they're circling around, but,
It's like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
and they're actually
those
like
sharks from the Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh,
The-
yeah, it is kind of like that. Yeah.
From the Joe Lansdale story.
And you see like a Viking ship is going like
Oh, neat.
past you.
Yes, and I look at these two and I go, we need to get there post-haste.
I think Otis has already decided that he wants to make the boat go faster.
That would be excellent. Yes, you should definitely do that.
Oh, I'm already gone.
Okay.
So, in fact, as you were coming up, said, Oats was running past you down the gangplank, just jumping decks and stairs.
Good. I may be able to get a head start. She says quietly to you so the captain can't hear.
Do you need somewhere for privacy?
I mean, I can just find a part of the boat to get off of, I guess. Because I'm in, like, I'm not affected by heat or cold, right? No. Okay, and because of the tear-stained key, I can move in water up to my normal running speed, I think.
Yeah, I think it's actually like 3 times that or something crazy like it.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's the
That might be just the water guy.
yeah, that might just be the water guy.
Okay. I'm gonna send him my little buddy I just made.
Yeah.
Send him ahead.
All right.
We're like, go help. Get people to safety if you can.
So you are connected to him, right?
Yeah.
So can you see through his eyes?
I don't
Or
know. I
just-
think I could just tell him what to do.
Because I think he also can see where the icebergs are.
Okay.
Mr. Charles, what do you want to do? Your buddy has decided he can make the boat go faster.
I mean, he's a dog on a boat.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to make the boat go faster? Do you want to,
No.
I don't know, look out? Do you want to, what are you interested in? You want to look into the spirit world?
Don't look in there. It's a mess.
Man, I sort of wish I had taken the ghost vision powers.
It's pretty good. It's a whole fantasia of dead things right now.
Oh, it's going to get so much worse.
I think he's gonna. He'll just do a lookout because I mean, it's kind of like these are mortal problems, right? Like,
Do you want to Hulk out into your
no,
like middle, like not your Garu form, but the other one,
the not in between Garu and human,
the
or
in between Garu and human form,
Helpful.
whatever they're called.
not Garu, not human.
Dalu, the Dalu form.
Is that going to give him...
Gives you more, gives you plus 2 dice for perception instead of 1.
Because I feel like we already know the general vicinity, right? Like...
Yeah. You just got to make sure things don't crash into the ship when you're going, like, twice the speed that it's supposed to go, or however well Mr. Oats does. And hopefully doesn't blow up the boiler.
Like, I feel like... Like, I don't feel like he would think it's, like, dramatically appropriate to do that.
All right. Fair enough.
But he will do the lookout.
All right.
So, wit's primal urge?
Wit's primal urge plus 1. Do not fail.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
All right. You are... Oh, actually, roll 2 more dice because you'll have a binoculars.
Okay. 5.
So that's an exceptional success, which means you are the best lookout they've ever motherfucking seen. So as they start to accelerate, and we'll see what that is. Let me do strength.
Okay.
Or what do you do for a feat of strength? Can you use?
It's athletics, right? Athletics
Cool.
and strength.
Yes, roll that.
Or maybe stamina, since he's just going to go... I may need to borrow some dice.
Go strength for me right now, and then we'll do a stamina afterwards to see if you can keep it up. But I mean, you don't tire, right?
I can tire. The thing that where I'm tireless is when I'm like moving.
Oh, when you're
like,
walking.
marching.
Okay.
Are these
Those are
10s?
10.
Okay. So that's 2, 3, 4. That's 4.
Get one more.
He did.
5, but I also get exceptional successes on strength items.
Oh.
On 3 because I have a bestowment.
Sweet.
Titan strength.
Okay. The ship is accelerating a lot. I mean, it's not a powerboat or anything like that. If we had
get some fins on there, we can get the puppy out of the water.
if we had a mage, there could be. We don't have a mage. But you are definitely like accelerating, going faster, and you are giving like the pilot, Charles. You're giving the pilot, go left, straight. Go right. It's like, it's not right. But you're kind of like dodging swiftly around the stuff. All right. Somebody roll a chance die for me. On a 1, the boiler explodes.
That's a 2.
Ooh.
Woo!
So close.
I was scared because that'd be a very different game.
Oh, very close. So Toby like stops me. Like,
He's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
one really goes. He's like, whoa!
And you're like, what? Fire!
Yeah.
You know? So the ship is going faster and faster.
Yes.
The homunculus is still like, it's a fucking dolphin
Yeah.
of horrible.
Yeah.
Um,
Sweet buddy.
So it's kind of like shooting forward like a torpedo of gross.
Yeah.
And the ship accelerates almost twice to what it's going. It's probably only like 35 knots right now. Like right now, the pilot is losing his shit. The second mate and the first mate are like, the second mate is just kind of vomiting right now because he thinks you're just going to die. While the captain is stoically going, forge ahead. Yes.
And you see Charles with a cigarette in his mouth.
So while my homunculus buddy, while I'm like telling him what to do, am I able to do other things as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Because let's see. Okay. So I can, with one of my powers, I can tell ghosts to do stuff.
Okay.
How interactable are they with physical objects?
Ghosts, they have to manifest if they're going to interact with physical objects. And there has to be, like, where they are has to be essentially ghosty enough for them to manifest. There has to be a condition on the place for them to do that.
Okay. Does the Titanic count for that place?
The more people die, the more ghosty and
okay.
they will be.
Trying to reverse that trend. I don't know how much that works. Okay. That might not be as useful as I...
You're still relatively far away. I mean, the Carpathia is now going somewhere around 35 knots.
Okay.
The Titanic is around 55 miles away. So you are going to get there in a couple hours, maybe?
Okay.
Like hour and a half, couple hours. I mean, you're also like swerving around
Yeah.
like icebergs. The sea right now is completely glassy. It's like there's almost no waves. There's almost no wind.
Oh, wow.
And there's almost no clouds. So there's like this bright, almost full moon, like illuminating the entire thing, which is one of the reasons why it's so easy for you to go left. It's not left. Left.
Fine, that way. It just starts pointing like a semaphore.
Okay.
Or do you know port and starboard?
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, I think the most useful
might
thing
know
I can
port.
probably do
Right.
is try and buck up these freaked out crew members with my persuasion, maybe.
All right.
Like, first mate that's that's losing his guts a little bit, like pat him on the shoulder.
It's gonna be. Everything's gonna be
It's
okay.
gonna be all right. We're gonna work together. We're gonna sort this out. It's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. And a civilian can be like on top of it. He can be on top of it.
Yeah, like if this society lady who's like 5'2", little, youngish widow is like, "Hey, get it together." He's gonna be like, "Oh man, maybe I should get it together."
Yeah, maybe I should.
Shake it off.
All right, make that roll.
Okay.
And
So
then we're going to-
persuasion plus.
Persuasion plus presence.
Okay. I got a 6.
Oh, that's no successes.
That's no successes. He's not
He
convinced.
does not feel good about
He
this.
does not have a good feeling about this.
No.
Oh.
Ellen is grinning really
I was just
brightly.
gonna say, I want to check in on Ellen. Oh, you should have said you were hungry. She says under her breath.
Why do you think she was smiling?
There's like the blood coming around her head is like kind of like going over the first mate now and just kind of like pulsing his like fear into her.
Not that one. Do you want to go eat that jellyfish?
Like she shakes her head with a big grin on her face.
Yeah.
So hour goes by. You're getting closer and closer. Let's make that stamina roll now.
Okay.
Let's do athletics plus stamina. See if you can keep this up. Don't roll too good.
Don't roll too good. Well, I'm, listening to directions. There's 1, 2, 3. Alright, there's 3 successes.
Yay!
4 successes.
Perfect.
Nice.
We got one, guys!
Perfect.
Yay.
Yeah, you keep that up. The Carpathia is going way too fast. And I'm getting closer, closer. You can see rockets start coming off. As you get closer, you can see little human ghosts popping up.
Okay.
Oh.
As people are start jumping. Mr. Charles, you can see lifeboats being dropped, and they're being dropped like about half full.
Captain, it seems these lifeboats are being dropped, but it doesn't seem like there are many passengers making it to these boats.
What? Doesn't make any sense. They should have 60 or 70 people in each boat.
Does it seem like it's sinking fast? Would he think it's sinking fast?
Well, it's been an hour and the bow isn't totally underwater. Like there's one you can see maybe there's 14 people in it.
It's definitely not up to your expectation, Captain.
You've been around too many military men. You guys need like straightens up. Yes, my expectations. Absolutely. Rumph.
Rumph, indeed.
Well, that means that means more than half the passengers are going to die. Going to die. He doesn't say gonna.
It would appear they're already dying. Says mostly to you.
There's like a grin. It appears the lady speaks truth, that if these boats are half full, then maybe all of these passengers have already perished.
From what? That doesn't make any sense.
That's a good question.
We would need to get the boat closer.
Yes. Let's get the boat closer.
Can I make an occult roll to see if there's anything supernatural affecting the boat sinking? Outside of like the ghosts are obviously like, yeah, buffet, woo.
Yeah.
That's why they're going over there.
Yeah.
But is there something not all of these predatory hungry ghosts happening?
Why don't you make a psyche plus wits roll for me instead of an occult roll?
Okay.
To just see if something's weird.
Yeah.
Are we getting close enough that the captain will be dropping their boats?
No, not yet.
Because we wouldn't be, so we're not.
You're like
swapping?
you're 20 miles away.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 successes. 2 successes. Regular boat sink? Or no?
It's if you had seen a boat sink before, it's a boat sinking. You don't see like 1,000 ghosts pop up right now.
Okay.
You're seeing like a few, and they're getting devoured by like a sperm whale with like a whole bunch of shit in it, like
Okay.
Spears and harpoons and stuff.
Pretty sure that's Moby Dick.
And then, or you have like a pod of killer whales like ripping a ghost apart and then throwing it in the air, and then like another one grabbing it and fighting over it.
Oh, that's why they're called killer whales.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pirates, like, going out and grabbing
Ghost
poor
killer
ghosts.
whales.
Oh, buddies.
They're getting shanghaied off the water.
Yeah. Like, I'm dead. I thought I was safe. No. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for them. Such is the circle of unlife, I guess.
It's so beautiful.
Beautiful and horrifying. Yay. Okay.
Oh, that makes me want to. Sorry, digression. Never mind.
So we're gonna push forward to about 5 miles away. So the boat is sinking and going down. You're about like maybe 1:40 in the morning.
Okay.
And it's going down and going, and the stern of it is at about like 30 degrees.
Okay.
And
That's not great.
as you the boats that are like the captain is firing off rockets, the lights are actually still on the Titanic right now. The lifeboats are like moving towards you. There are people like trying to clamber onto them and then dying of hypothermia. And then the ghosts like trying to clamber onto them and then getting devoured.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Everything about this is terrible. And then underneath the water, the back of the Titanic breaks. And the stern of it goes down and then starts to fill up with water. And you start seeing hundreds of ghosts start to bubble up to the surface.
Yeah. Charles, you probably see a really unsettling look on Grace's face. Like, normally she's kind of fine with, like, ghosty stuff, but her face is like, oh, fuck. Not good.
He, like, kind of, like, instinctively, like, steps in front of her? Just in case something's coming?
How fast are the rescue boats and everything traveling?
You mean the lifeboats?
Yeah.
Not fast at all, because there's a whole bunch of people who have no idea how to actually row a boat.
Well, I mean, I assume that, like, the Carpathia is sending boats across to try and get people?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. You're still about 5 miles out.
Okay.
Very soon that will be happening.
For when we do that.
I have a bad idea also, but...
All right, well, let's go to that. Okay, well, yeah, let's fast forward to your bad ideas.
Okay.
All right, boats are starting to be lowered.
I'm not very strong, but Ellen sure is. She can row the heck out of a boat.
Yeah, she can.
I assume my homunculus is busy trying to help people who are probably like, "Ha! What's that?"
Your homunculus is probably like jumping onto the ship, trying to like, I don't know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Maybe like grabbing people and like trying to pull them, and then they die and then grab another one.
Yeah, I was like, go help people, get them in boats. I was like, there's on a boat. I'm dumb. I'm made of water.
Well, he's also trying to help them on the boats, and people are pushing them away.
Oh,
Too.
okay.
Like people are like
Yeah.
hitting was helping a guy onto a boat, and that person got like head broken apart by an oar. And it's like, oh man! All right, I'm getting another one.
I mean, yeah, good job, buddy. Okay, so while he's doing that, I would like to, since it's also a marionette power, and I get
Plus
pluses to
7.
that, plus 7.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
my phantasmal marionette. I'm gonna go to a lifeboat, get in it first, with nobody else in it. I mean, the people that I'm going to try and rescue are going to be horrified, but whatever. Who cares what they think? Okay. So that skill is intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to roll
I think it's intimidation plus manipulation.
manipulation, intimidation, and the marionette skill. Plus 7.
Plus 3 because of your keystone.
Yeah. Okay. 3 marionette, 3 keystone, 3 manipulation, 2 intimidation, and 7.
Just roll all of the dice.
Yep. Okay.
Holy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them's a 10. So we're going to re-roll that. That's a 4. So 5 successes.
All right.
Yeehaw.
Well, that is a exceptional success. So you get your point of plasma back.
Yay! Okay.
And if you want to intimidate anybody, you get plus 5 dice to do so. Go to the boat. Go to the boat. Okay.
Okay.
Come with me if you want to live.
Oh.
I actually would think he would go with her,
I think he would too.
Okay.
and he'll shift to Daru,
Yeah.
All right.
The two of us can probably
and then
row the
he'll
shit out of
activate
this
primal
boat.
strength.
Yeah, you will. Nice.
So his strength would be 6 for the scene.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Right on.
I have a question. Can I fly faster than I can row this boat?
Yes.
Okay,
Then I can row the boat.
Charles, you row the boat. I will go and start getting people. So I'm gonna go fly
We're like Justice League Dark, everybody.
over the water. So kind of the people on the periphery. So like, not everyone sees me. And just start plucking people out of the water and putting them in the boat.
Everybody thinks they're just panicking.
Yeah.
Or they're dying of hypothermia.
Yeah.
There's this horrible thing flying. It's like, I know, I was scared too. It's fine.
It's horrible, but then I pick them up and I'm like, everything's going to be okay. We're going to get you to safety. This is going to be just fine.
Mm-hmm. I think the red mist that comes out of Ellen's broken skull, it flows behind and turns into wings. And so I'm like flying. And she actually has like 5 or 6 wings. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like it's a bad number. It's a number that shouldn't be.
Yeah. And can they look like fish fins?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But like spiky ones?
Yeah.
Like those fish that are poisonous?
Like,
Like lionfish,
Yeah.
tigerfish.
lionfish.
Yeah.
Fish.
With full of like spines.
You know, sure.
Lionfish,
And bearfish.
wing
They're
fins,
they're
wing
like
blood.
yeah, and has spines of like rib bones.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that are oozing blood.
Excellent.
Just dropping people in the boat.
I'm sure some people get clawed on accident.
Yeah. Well, you guys let's see what we're gonna do here with Oats.
All right. I want to drop 2 boats in the water with ropes attached to their prow. And then I'm going to jump in and drag the boats while I swim to the survivors.
All right. You are 100% doing that. All right. So now you have extra boats to put people in.
Well,
Multi-boat.
well, there are more. I assume there are more people who are. Like, are there more people who are alive than would fit in the boat that they're bringing?
Once somebody hits the water, they have about 15 minutes before they die.
Okay.
The water is exceptionally cold. And so you're trying to get there, basically, not to save the people who are in the water already. Because if they're not pulled out and, like, warmed up, they're fucked. Like, people in the water are already dead. They just don't know it yet. You're trying to get there before more people don't fall into the water.
Okay. So there are still people on the Titanic trying to get off.
Yes,
into
there are
safety.
people who are trying to get off.
Okay. Are there any more? Do I see any more lifeboats from the Titanic?
Yes. There are a bunch of lifeboats that are not full, that are pulling away. There is one that turns around and goes back to the Titanic.
Okay. But it doesn't. So, in essence, there are a bunch of people who are basically going to jump into the water, but they don't have a boat to get to because the boats that are not full are leaving.
Yes,
So, bringing more boats actually does make sense.
absolutely.
Great. Then that is what I want to do.
All right.
So, here's the deal. I'm weatherproof,
Okay.
so I'm not affected by the cold of the water,
Sweet.
and I'm enormously strong. And have enormous stamina and have fantastic athletics. So I'm figuring that I can probably do what I've described to you. And if not, then I will flare some pyros to be able to do so. But I want you to tell me what I need.
Well, what I want to do is right now just let's make a roll and see how much pyros you have to flare.
Okay.
So you have...
Well, it shouldn't be shouldn't be more than 3 at the most, because that would let me get to exemplary athleticism. But I might be able to do it with something as little
if you
as
flare to
uncanny athleticism.
if you flare to exemplary athleticism, you will manage to fill both boats with people.
Okay.
That would say about 120 people.
Sure. Let's do it.
Is there any... And why don't you make a roll with that, too, just to see if nothing horribly bad happens? Like, you pull so hard, like, the rope snaps, or...
Well, Exemplary says I don't even need to make a roll.
Oh,
Uncanny,
it does?
Uncanny,
Oh.
I have to make a roll, the lower
Then
level version.
Spend 3, and you just fill the boats.
Okay. Great. I did this poorly, but yes, I will figure it out. 3. Got it. So Pyros flares as I jump into the water, hauling these boats behind me.
Yeah.
And swim.
You like, pass. Charles is going, and Charlie, just like grabs one, and like
I just have this giant Hauser in my teeth as I'm swimming.
Awesome.
Yeah. What do you do as he goes past Charles? I was joking about the thing.
His jaw's kind of like a gape, like, what the? Because right now he just sees his arms basically right, and then the boat's behind him, and there's like a wake, so he's kind of like, what?
And you're tearing ass.
Right.
Like, you're going fast.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who like do rowing for the Olympics that would be like, whoa, holy shit. I wish I could go that fast as that lifeboat.
That guy.
And it wasn't for like the creepy flying lady. So y'all are like going there real fast.
One of the things my character keeps in the back of his head is like the captain saying, like, why is there half people? Mm-hmm. So he's kind of like keeping a constant eye on the boat to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. The boat starts. So the back half of the Titanic slams back down, and then it starts to fill up real fast, and it's going to start going under. And you see a man who is on the railing looking out, and then he turns around and opens the door behind him, and you see like daylight behind there. And there's like plants and shit. And he walks through the door, shuts it behind him. And there's a glass window to that door, and it's dark. Like, there's no light at all in this, in the back of the Titanic. Like, the stokers. So, as a history thing, the stokers on the Titanic kept the lights going the whole time, hoping that the telegraph would be able to signal a ship. And so when it broke, they all, like, there was no possible way that they could survive. So the lights were on the entire time until it broke in half. And so guy opens the door and there's daylight. And then it closes and there's nothing there.
That's weird.
He'll call it out to Grace, and he doesn't know if Otis will be able to hear him.
I don't know if Grace can hear you.
I mean, she's probably dropping somebody in the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It seems like there was a man over on the rails on the top when he went back into the boat, and there was a bright light, as bright as the sun.
Well, that's weird. I'll go investigate.
I'll be with you shortly.
So you're starting to get to live people in the water, Charles. You see Oats like throwing people behind him like sacks of potatoes.
Into the boat.
Because I think his thing would be to hopefully find a couple of people that seem wherewithal, that they have the wherewithal enough to be able to row the boat back, so he can leave the boat.
Yeah.
That'd be his aim, and just be like, follow those two boats, sort of. Because I'm assuming he slows down once you start getting into the thick of things.
No, probably not. Because I just want to read. I want to read this ability to everyone. Once activated, the Promethean's strength and stamina both increase by 3, and her dexterity by 1. And because of the way that this stacks, I can go above my normal maximums here. In addition, any athletic, non-combat action that calls on a roll utilizing strength or stamina gains the rote quality. Finally, the character's speed is doubled, meaning that I'm currently running around at about 9 strength and stamina.
Right.
Plus...
Now, your speed is not the same as your normal speed when you're swimming through the water, but you're still going real fast.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what the swimming speed is, but if it's still based off of those attributes,
It's
and
real fast.
athletics, it's still
Yeah.
tons faster than a normal person.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're leaving a wake behind you.
Okay. So, can I get the people in the boats that I'm hauling back to the Carpathia and then take another load?
That will be very difficult, but you can try.
Okay.
Because it's still relatively far. I mean, you're going like a couple miles here.
Sure.
And, again, people have 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes before they die of hypothermia. And it's really hard to stay warm on a boat with no blankets or anything. Well, it probably has blankets and stuff in it. But it's real hard to stay warm. You're almost at the Arctic Circle at 2 a.m.
Right.
But yeah, you can try.
Okay.
I would like to fly to the deck before
Yeah.
it goes under the water,
Uh-huh.
and see, one, where that dude went, and two, if there's any people on there that I can scoop up and take to a boat.
Are there people? Yes. Where that dude went? I mean, you open the door that Charles showed you, and it's fucking door.
That's weird. Okay. Well, priority. I'm just gonna grab however many people I can carry.
So, as you grab how many people you can carry,
Yeah.
right in front, because the deck is going down. So it's starting to go up to 90 degrees. Like, you're
Yeah.
probably about 40 degrees right now. So the stern is going up. So in front of you, when you grab the people, you see the ghost of the Titanic pop up.
Oh, cool! Tries not to drop the people.
Eat it.
I think that's a little
okay.
big. Okay.
Yeah, and around it is large.
Yeah.
And the sea creatures and pirate ship, it comes out and lands on a pirate ship and just fucking destroys
crushes it. Okay.
Or maybe it went underwater, maybe it went fuck knows.
a boat ain't another boat.
But all the sea creatures and stuff, whoa shit.
Ugh. Okay. So this boat is done. Yeah.
The boat is dead.
The boat is dead. Okay. I'm gonna heave those people who are probably screaming in terror.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And not at the giant ghost ship.
Right.
That is actually beginning to fly up off of the water.
Neat. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before. Note to self. Flies off to put these squirming people in a boat so I don't drop them in this cold water.
All right.
How many people did I get?
What's your strength?
4.
4. Roll strength plus athletics. However many you roll, that's how many people you get.
Okay.
20. Dice explode.
Roll that for me as well. That's just how many people you're going to get each one of these rounds. Rounds are happening.
I guess it's
Strength
one.
plus athletics.
Yeah, they're running and screaming away and getting away from you because you're not. They're not
terrifying.
oh, hello, rescue lady with wings of blood. They're I'm already dead.
Trying to help you.
4 for the first roll.
All right. I'm gonna say that nets you 16 people.
Okay.
Make me another one, and then we'll see. We'll move on.
1, 2, 2.
2.
I'm
Okay.
real tired.
No, there's just not a lot around you.
Yeah.
There's some guy dying on a there's some woman on board, or guy's dying in the water. Then he dies and she flips over. And that goes poorly. Priceless jewelry is like falling into the bottom of the ocean. It's cool. Nobody cares. So the Titanic, the giant ghost Titanic, flies around, and as you're flying back with your one person, it flies and follows you.
The Titanic is following me?
Yes.
Neat.
And like the bow of it comes up to where your head is, and you hear, "It killed me. What? Why did they kill me?"
That's a very good question. Who are you?
I don't know. I was just going on the ocean, and they turned me into it.
Turned you into what?
The hard thing. They.
You were the iceberg.
The iceberg. I hit the iceberg. That's what they said. They said iceberg, and then I hit it. They turned me into it.
Who did?
The people and the wheel turned me into it.
A wheel turned you into an iceberg.
The person at the wheel, it killed me.
The captain did?
Oh no.
That's a very good question. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
What happened? And you see the back of the Titanic start to like lose some of its like continuity.
Oh. Well, you seem to be disintegrating a little.
What?
Hold it together. It's okay.
I'm scared.
I know. It's very scary.
Fix another Titanic stern without letting
so-
them know it's crooked.
Doesn't know how to help a dead boat.
Can you like eat it and take its memories?
Do you take its power?
I'm not the Highlander.
I don't know. It seems ghosty.
I don't have a stat for comfort dead
Oh
boat.
no, not again.
I was just saying the way you're doing it was like, oh yeah, you can read it. Never mind.
Let's see. Oh, that's a good question.
Can you heal ghosts?
I don't know. I can definitely eat them.
That's almost the same thing, right?
Right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like I should be able to do the
Totally
opposite.
gonna heal this radish.
I'm gonna heal this radish. Hold on. See?
Wait. I can tell ghosts what to do sometimes.
Yeah, you can tell them
What's
what to
that
do.
thing?
You can actually also manifest them if you really want to. I mean, this area is now, like, if you wanted to, you could open an Avernian gate and go into the underworld. Like, there are so many dead bodies lying around.
Would that help me find out what happened to this dead boat? That is the question. Okay, where'd that thing go? Tell ghost what to do.
You can tell it to eat fucking fishies to gain their essence.
Yeah, that's
Eat
true.
the man that turned you into the iceberg.
There it is. Okay. Actively command a ghost you is bound to do their bidding. Okay, first I'm just going to try telling this ghost. Okay, if you want me to help you, you're going to have to gain some strength. And how you do that is you see those little fish ghosts?
Uh-huh.
You have to go eat some of those. It's hard work, but you can do it. I believe
Like
in
coal,
you.
like coal.
Yeah, exactly, like coal. They're fuel for you.
Fuel.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, not the people ghosts, the fish ghosts.
So there are bins in which coal goes into a ship,
Uh-huh.
and these bins open.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Extrude from the ghost Titanic and start scooping up ghost fish.
It's like a whale and just like krill.
Actually, that's even better. It opens up into a mouth and starts skipping them up, and like it does that a couple times, like going down into the water, like grabbing them in the air, going down into the water, and then the Titanic almost seems to elongate and almost be like a almost like a whale or like a megalodon. Like the bow of it opens up and the steel maw is just like chomping things.
She's yelling encouraging things. You're doing a great job.
I don't like it.
Excellent work. I
They're
know.
screaming.
It's like eating your vegetables. It's good for you, but it's not fun.
Vegetable.
Oh, right, you're a boat.
It has to do this.
It's like getting your barnacles removed. It's necessary but unpleasant.
I'm not that old.
I know, but even young boats need their barnacles removed. Water dynamics.
Hydrodynamics.
That's the one.
I want this to be like aerodynamics and like from the side, hydrodynamics. Hydrodynamics, that's the one.
Hydrodynamics. Yes, that's the one.
I got dots in science, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy she's carrying is like, what? In the living shit is going on right now. Who is she talking
Yeah, I'm
to?
gonna drop that guy off while Bodie McBoatface is nomming some ghosts. Once it looks like it's feeling a little healthier, I'm like, that's probably good. You don't want to overstuff yourself.
Thank you.
You feeling a little better?
Yeah. And like the back of it is kind of like come back together.
Oh, God.
Okay, well done.
This is great.
All right, you can follow me. I have to go back to that, the Carpathia.
The Carpathia.
Yeah, it's like a boat, just like you. That's where my friends are, and we're gonna help figure out what happened to you.
Thank you. Can I go back to sailing then?
Well, we're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna answer that question later.
And
Keep this boat calm.
the giant. So it's the size of the Titanic.
Yep.
Like the entire thing, and this voice is very loud and very childlike, and it starts to just kind of fade away. Like it's in twilight right now,
Okay.
or else everybody else would see it. But it's just kind of like start to go down into the water, and it's not like sinking.
Okay.
It's kind of like I'm gonna go to the depths to where my body is, kind of kick it there for a while.
Okay. What? Does it know how to come back?
Maybe. Probably. Who knows?
Just remember how to eat all them fishies.
Yeah. Don't forget to eat your fishes. Okay. Do I still get those +7 on my marionettes?
Sure.
Let's tell
It's
this
the same
boat what
scene.
to do.
Yeah.
All right. Dear boat, hang out with me until we can figure out what to do with you. Occult for Stigmata Marionette plus Manipulation +7.
Holy crap.
Okay, how many did I get to make friends with the Titanic? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that one's a 10. That's a 7. Okay, 6 successes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want the Titanic to do?
I would like the Titanic. Okay, once the link is forged, the Sin Eater may issue commands to the ghost, which is the Titanic, as she wishes for the duration of the binding.
Please tell me that over 5 is permanent.
All right, everyone, just imagine that there's a ghost Titanic following Sam's character around for the rest of the game. Whole buildings are getting a weird chill.
You know what? It doesn't say. Wait. It doesn't say how long it lasts.
I am going to say long enough.
Okay.
At 6 successes, this could be long enough, but the Titanic is not going to be following you around the entire game.
No,
like,
that's fine.
manifest! And it falls on everybody. It's like, all right, cool.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just want
There's a castle full of vampires.
Not anymore.
Sorry, the Titanic just fell on them.
for now, mostly I'm like, why don't you stay on the surface with me, so it's easier to talk, so we can figure out what happened to you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can go explore the ocean later. Doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah.
Okay,
That sounds like lots
that
of fun.
sounds like fun.
Will you go with me?
Well,
I've never been alone.
oh, well, there's lots of things in the ocean. You won't be alone.
Okay.
You can make lots of new friends.
No, it can't.
Some of them are dead. We'll figure that part out later.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Titanic is gonna
Come
go
with
do it.
me.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Carpathia.
I'm sure the Titanic isn't the only sunk ship. It'll meet friends.
Yeah, and eat them. Alright. So I'm gonna get back on the boat and de-Ellen myself. Get back into my regular body.
Everybody's having a really tough time.
It's a difficult day for everyone. And then see if I can go find one of these guys.
Speaking of which, Charles, what's going on? You're still grabbing people out?
Yeah, until his boat's full.
Mm-hmm.
And then go back.
All right, yeah, you fill up your boat. Like, with the roll, yeah. You have like 65 people on your
Okay.
boat. And you went back?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's trying not to make eye contact because he knows he looks kind of like crazy.
Yeah, they're all kind of freaked out, but because you inspire lunacy in people in this form. But they're already kind of fucked, so I'm not going to worry about it.
In the big.
No, it's
Phoenix
mild
type
lunacy.
form?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they all things that aren't like just a wolf or just a person inspire lunacy. Just
Gotcha.
the big one really
Does
fucks
a
them
lot.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're all super fucked up.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're scared, but they're now not dead. And rowing past just a sea of bodies.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's probably, I mean, a lot of the bodies went down with the ship, but there's probably like 300 or 400 bodies that you're going through, and they're like thunking against the boat as you're like pulling through it way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people who are trying to row with you. You actually saved a bunch of like the steerage passengers, most of whom in actual life died. So they know how to like
He
pull
would
it
probably
over.
make a point
Yeah.
to get people in the class.
The working man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah. And you pull them back and go back to the ship.
Yeah. Once he gets back, he would give up his room.
Oh, wow. To the steerage passengers?
Yeah.
Nice. It actually fits all of them.
Sweet.
It is a suite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally and figuratively.
So, Mr. I just interacted with 120 people.
yeah,
Roll Azoth for me.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Triple success.
I can't believe I'm telling my dice don't roll well. One success.
One success. All right. For right now, nothing's, they're happy to be off, but they're also like, what the fuck is up with this freak?
Well, obviously, I mean, I just swam.
Yeah.
Hauling 2 boats full of people. I swam through the channel. They know how cold that water is.
Yeah. And they're all flipped out.
But here's the thing. I'm going back, and I know that there's nobody left alive at this point, but I'm putting the bodies of people who are on things and floating, putting them into the boats to bring them back. Because they can clearly still be living again.
Yeah, right? We'll just
Oh,
make them alive again.
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
make them alive again.
Mm-hmm.
that's not how that works.
Well, I mean, you could at some point.
But then they won't be as fresh.
Yeah. They'll be.
Well, Oats doesn't know this yet. Nobody sat him down and given him the talk about the birds and the bees and the things. This is how I came to be. These people can all come back.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save everyone that I can.
You just make them all into one mega person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just make a spine out of skulls.
Yeah.
And then have arms going all the way down, and then some of the ribs are arms too, because they can reach out and grab things.
Right.
There's a very useful person.
Yeah, like that one Wickerman-esque Clive Barker story.
Yeah.
Where it's just like a giant thing made out of people.
It's people. Everything goes to we're made out of people.
Yeah. Promethean, the original Soylent Green.
Yeah. So I'm going to flash forward a little bit just so that we can move the story on to where we're going next week. So the Carpathia comes back, loaded with people that should have otherwise died. In normal life, over 1,000 people died on the Titanic. In this one, probably somewhere around 500, 600. You guys saved a lot and got there faster. So everybody's freaking out. Ha ha ha! Yay yay yay! Your urgent boat ride to Cairo has been stopped because you have to go all the way back to New York to drop these people off.
Are we at this point? Are we closer to New York than we are to any other port? Because it seems like you just try and get people to land. I assume.
Yes, that is where the Carpathia went.
Okay.
And then you get to go back to Cairo. So unless there's anything anybody wants to do, we're going to flash forward 3 weeks from now to where you get to Cairo. Unless there's anything anybody wants to do.
My character would need to hunt, or he'll get murdery on the boat.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, you're going to have to. How often do you need to hunt?
Well, just once every month. I gotta find it again.
So what I will be doing is probably also giving up my room.
It says hunt time 1 month.
Okay. Why don't you hunt when you're at New York before you turn around?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
That'd be his thing.
I'll probably also give up my room. I'm going to take to sleeping down by the big electrical generator. 'Cause there's got to be one for all of the lights and the wireless and all that stuff.
Several.
Yes. Which coincidentally will also let me regain Pyros.
Mm-hmm.
But also
Being on a ship is useful for you.
Yeah, I know, it's great. It's a generator right here. Oh, I made friends with all these guys, so let me just, it's a little weird, but hung a giant hammock for me to hang out in. But I also think that I am very confused about, I have insisted that all the dead have to be stored because we can bring them back.
Yeah, they got real weird at you real fast.
Yeah.
And
No, these are people.
They are no longer your friends.
Oh no!
They were
can be alive.
They were your friends until you got really weird.
No, but you don't understand. Look, yeah, I know they're not moving, but they're people. They can move. They can be alive.
Nobody argues with you, and at some point they are given a sea burial, unless.
Yeah. Well,
Because they get real stinky.
no, Grace is gonna if she catches wind of this.
Where did they go?
Kind of take you aside and have a conversation about how, you know how fruit spoils. Have you ever seen an apple, and then after a week it's a gross apple?
Sure, it tastes different, but you can still eat it.
You can.
Yeah.
Those,
they're not
humans
moving, and I know that they're a little gross,
no.
but they can move again.
So you can eat that apple because of how you were born. But those people, Toby and everybody, if they eat that apple, they get sick and they die.
Well, why don't we make these people born the way that I'm born?
Because the people on the boat don't know how to do that. And if we do that, they're going to show up with the pitchforks and the torches. They'll get real scared. You know how, like...
On a boat?
Yeah. You know how, like... did you see the people that I tried to rescue, that I rescued, when I picked them up and I was Ellen form? You know how scared they are?
Are they still, like, freaked out? Is there, like, a whole population of the boat that does not want to look at...
No, I mean,
No.
I don't look anything like
They
it.
don't know,
true.
sir.
They don't know it's
that's
me.
true.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who
mass
are like,
hallucination.
like,
I
also,
saw,
I
I
can't
saw the
sleep.
Angel of Death.
Like, I don't
Yeah.
want to sleep anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're talking
Yeah.
about they saw the Angel of Death. There's been, like, a ton of conversions and people...
Yeah. So you know how scared those people were
Sure.
when they saw me?
Yeah.
Yeah. If these people start walking around because we make them like you, they're going to be that scared of those people.
But why?
Because for
We-
most humans,
We
when-
can help these people.
Well, maybe. But we have to help them. Other people can't know because they won't understand. And they'll be scared. And when people see something they don't understand and they're scared of it, they do bad things.
We have a special tolerance for each other that they do not share.
Speaking of which, you should roll Azoth for both of them.
Yeah. You got that, you big stupid monster?
Yeah, just go
We
back.
got tolerance!
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Oh no!
How many
Two
successes?
That is 2 successes. Do I have to re-roll this 10?
You're fucking pissed. Yeah, yes.
Alright,
Alright.
good.
Okay.
So what does it
What's
now?
that mean?
Well, I'm looking at it real quick.
It's level 10.
All right, so you already have disquiet, so you advance to stage 2. Disquiet.
What the?
+2 to shit list.
I thought this was
No,
hard.
you have to roll separately for Grace.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
None!
She was like,
Yay!
oh, it's there.
Yeah, she's like, it's fine.
Well, I think she's a little more used to dealing with living plus individuals.
Yeah. Well, and also more used to patiently explaining things because she's just been teaching a baby dead boat how to ghost.
Yeah. There's probably a lot of confused ghosts too.
With the
Yeah.
the interactions that Charles had with werewolves, other werewolves, like is there in the histories that there was an extermination of werewolves by the humans?
A lot of it is supers fighting other supers, like splats fighting splats. Humans themselves, like as a group, are not aware of werewolves, are not capable of really understanding.
But
The
if
whole
they were to
lunacy
find
thing.
out, were they exterminated? Like, is that in the histories? Like, werewolves are like, yeah, like we're badass and we can like smoke them, but if you piss them off, they will roll you.
Yeah, like if a pack like decides to declare war, then like cavalry will show up and just shoot everybody. You know, that kind of thing. Like,
Makes sense.
Like the Dresden things about, hey, you don't want to bring mortals into it because, individually they're weak, but they've got the numbers and
it's
True.
the guns and the...
I mean, like, in my head, the Indian Wars were about killing werewolves. But the humans don't really understand that, right?
Okay.
So, like, werewolves on the North American continent really got, like, wiped out. There weren't that many of them to begin with. But, like, as native groups were displaced and fights happened because werewolves don't like leaving their territory, more deaths started happening.
Makes sense.
But there are also just simply less werewolves than there are in the stories about old times.
Gotcha.
That's one of the reasons why the wolf spirit is like, burn it all down. Fucking fuck them all up. Burn it all down. Because they're going to kill you someday. So just fucking kill as many as you can right now.
Hey, Ellen and the wolf spirit would get along.
Yeah. She's like, oh.
Does Aabria's character want to burn everything down too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just destabilize Europe. That's fine.
Otis, they seem nice, but in the long run, when they find out about us, they kill us.
But we're them.
We are not them.
We're not them anymore.
We should be them.
We are not them.
I'm made from them. You become them. You're them. Ellen was them.
Questionable? Not sure about Ellen, actually. Don't think she was them.
If we were to walk
at
you
Ellen
on
to
this
check.
boat, there are none like you.
But there could be.
Not with these ones. You need fresh ingredients to make a pie. I don't know how to explain this
All right.
without, except with food analogies. These ones have been dead too long. I could make them move, but they wouldn't be people.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's what they want. I think they want to be people.
Well, it's too late for them. Their
What?
ghosts are gone.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does.
To them, we don't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, and I'm starting to get kind of upset.
What do I have?
Why? This doesn't make any sense.
Calm monster. Do I
I have make angry monster,
have,
but that's me.
I'm working on that myself.
Let me see.
can I try a persuasion roll?
Absolutely. I
Wait,
think
are
it's-
you in the hold where all of these bodies are? Is that what's happening?
I mean, I guess so.
I would guess so, because he's probably all about it and constantly talking about it.
How fresh are these bodies?
Well, how long,
Well, how long has
has
it been since then?
Well, when did you decide you wanted to do this? Are you
I'm
doing this
pretty sure
before
he's
you
probably
get
been
there?
talking about it the
Well,
entire
I-
time.
Yeah, I think that basically as soon as, like, you know, everybody is... So here's how I picture it. I picture it that we got everybody on board. The Carpathia is going to try and, you know, get to a port and offload everybody. And this is happening, like,
It takes
that same day.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Or,
Okay.
or like, the next day when he's like, I don't understand.
I'm sure the crew probably is like, we're gonna deal with this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because he's like trying to get him to keep the bodies, and they're like, we'll just wait till he goes away from them and then dump them overboard. So maybe yes, like a
All
day
right.
or two
Cool.
afterwards.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do?
Are there ghosts like hanging out?
We got it.
They got 8. Okay.
There's an animating force that I can feel. It's inside, and I'll open the shirt again for them and show the that makes me move and makes them move. And your ghost friends are an animating force, and they can make things move. We can make these people move. We can bring them back.
Okay, well, the problem here is that these people, they're ghosts that we need to animate them. Those ghosts were eaten.
Do you have a cult?
I have a dot in a cult, yes.
Then you should roll that plus your intelligence. And y'all can roll a cult too for how to explain to him
Yeah.
that it, because you with a cult you are aware of Prometheans because you also know one.
A cult
but-
plus intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a success.
I have a success too. Yay, ghosts!
Oh,
At least 2. Whoops. I bonked it. Sorry, guys.
that's okay.
Still 2.
All right.
2 successes.
So once everybody has succeeded, which means that the point
down a
has
little
gotten across that
And-
bodies do not automatically turn into Prometheans, and
Wait, too much. Go.
and nobody can
Down.
turn them into it as far as
Stop.
you guys know.
That's good.
Like the guy who can make Prometheans died.
Okay.
But can you do it now?
No, I don't know. I don't know how.
So you're going to let these bodies decay, and you don't know when you will get to them. And at some point, you're going to bring their stinky bodies back.
You couldn't. I
May-
don't see how
maybe.
you could do that without their ghosts anyway.
Do I have a ghost? Does he have a ghost?
Well, anything living has a ghost. The Titanic had a ghost. I had to explain to it how to ghost. I had that huge ass boat following me around. Actually, I think it's right outside.
Yeah.
The ghost Titanic like leans over.
He jumps out of the water.
Did you just call me?
On the very, like on the very front of it, there's a ghost of that gem thing. I found it. So objects that have a lot of like emotion like towards them get ghosts. Essentially, they usually go down to the underworld, but you can find like all sorts of shit in the underworld of like important things that have been destroyed.
Cool.
In fact, lots of ghosts go down there to find shit that have been destroyed and then destroy them for their essence and live a little bit longer. Well, unlive a little bit longer before they are consumed by oblivion.
I believe you. I trust you, but it doesn't make any sense. And then Oats goes, and it's hard to say sulk for a 7'3"
Oh, they can totally
monster. But
7'3" people can totally get butthurt.
That's a big ass sulk. So yeah, I think that I march off and I find a place that is kind of out of the way, and near the generator, like I said, because I want to regenerate some, because it calls to me, and but is kind of taciturn and quiet for the rest of the trip.
Excellent.
Drawn.
That's a good
Cool.
plan.
Perfect. If it seems like he has kind of let go of his vigil, I'm gonna wait an appropriate amount of time and then tell the crew that it's okay to give those people that burial at sea now.
Yeah, you're not going to animate them, have them jump off the boat?
Should animate some to throw the others off and then jump in after. That's efficiency.
They're still Q&A questions.
No, I'm gonna try and maintain my cover here on this boat of that
How
medium
much
lady that's only
sailcloth?
slightly weird. Yeah, and then retire to my room to teach the Titanic how to ghost out the port window.
The Titanic does go back and forth, like, from the underworld.
Okay.
Well, no, it stays in Twilight right now. So, yeah, you can always see it. It's around. You can see it floating above sometimes underwater.
I will, at some point, ask Charles for a description of the man he saw on the deck, and ask the Titanic if it knows anything about that man.
Well, it turns out that
As a psychopath.
Charles has really, really good eyesight when he was doing that whole thing because was in the Dalu form.
Mm-hmm.
So let's recall that information.
Whatever skill it is, I ain't got it.
No, not going to be skill. It's going to be 2 attributes. Yeah, give me wits plus intelligence.
2.
2. He was dressed as a member of the officers. He was an officer. Like,
Okay.
Officer
No.
of the boat.
yeah, one of the officers on the boat. And he had a fancy bulletproof mustache. dark hair. And,
Okay.
And a pipe.
and a pipe.
And a pipe.
Caucasian guy. Yeah.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna ask my buddy, the Titanic.
Right.
Hey, Titanic.
Uh,
Do you remember an officer that had a mustache and dark hair and a pipe? Was standing out on your deck there?
So that might have been Murdoch.
Murdoch?
He was on the bridge when I got hurt.
Yeah.
He wouldn't hurt me though.
No?
Yeah, Murdoch liked me.
He did?
Yeah. He was with me when I first sailed, and before this time, and we went really fast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. Where'd you go?
Oh, we just went around the island that we were at. We went around Ireland, and we were in
Oh.
that sea in between, and I went into port, and then I went back out of port, and I went into port, and went back out of port.
That sounds real neat.
It was real fun.
Yeah. What did he do on the
Well,
voyage?
he was the first officer.
First officer? Oh, cool.
He was the first officer.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Did he ever say anything interesting that you remember?
I don't know. There are a lot of people. I'd say things like hard to starboard, he said once. He said make to 17 knots, and someone says 17 knots there, and it's 17 knots.
Love this boat.
And then sometimes you'd be like, all ahead full, all back full, and then we went around a thing,
Oh.
and then we turn around.
Yeah.
Then you go reversed right screw, and then we reverse the right screw.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's pretty cool. Was he the guy that yelled iceberg?
No, that was lookout.
That was the lookout. Okay.
That was lookout. Yeah.
Okay.
He forgot his glasses.
Oh no.
He had the glasses you look through. He forgot them.
Yeah. You need those.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a good memory.
Oh, it was yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, you've been through a lot. Listen, it's a busy day.
Not really. I just kind of sank. It hurt though.
Oh, yeah, that part's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's very good information. Thank you.
Can I go swim now?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Enjoy your swim.
Titanic goes underwater and like breaches, and like ghost water goes everywhere.
All right. I'm going to look into that guy when I get back to New York. Because we don't have the internet on this boat because it's 1912.
I just have this image of your character standing on the breakwater going, "You're a stupid boat! I don't love you!"
Stop following me! Like, throwing
Get out of
rocks.
here, boat.
Get out of your boat!
Totally. All right.
Okay. So, I think at that point we are going to finish this cruise. And I think that's a good place to kind of end it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
Are we back in New York or are we in Cairo? Just so we know.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what
Okay.
happens. Because it might be fun to be in New York. Might be fun to be in Cairo.
Okay. So we will figure it out and meet up with
Maybe if you go to New York, then something else shitty will happen. Cairo.
I have to go to Wikipedia.
Like,
anything happens.
10 games in, we're like, okay, we're going to get to Cairo at some point, guys, I promise. Like, where are we now? We're in Sweden. Why are we in Sweden?
The last game
I
ends
don't
with
know.
us getting to Cairo.
Yes.
Perfect.
I am okay with this.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Yay! I made friends with a boat. A dead one.
I am confused about death.
I mean, aren't we all?
Mhm.
That's fun. Cool, cool.
All right. Then thank you very much for joining us on this episode 1 of The Autumn People.
Yeah.
I'm your GM, Tappy.
And I'm Sam.
Eli.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
With Aabria in this spot, and I'll be
Yeah.
moved over.
Yeah, he won't be there.
Yeah. I'll be over here. I'll be here, but I won't
That
be
would
here.
be that would be awkward.
There.
No, I want to like with Aabria on your shoulders, you'd be the tallest person ever.
That's true.
I don't think our cameras would take that. But
Nope.
hey, I'll pitch a group Halloween costume with Aabria. We'll go as Grendel,
Oh my god.
her on my shoulders in a big coat. Anyway. All right, the mouse is moving again, so we can go ahead and call it good night.
Cheerio.
Bye, everybody.
And we should be clear. Yay!